Okay, so we're live, playing some BX Dungeons and Dragons, which we have determined is the best of the basics. I think everybody agreed with that. We are continuing the 1,000 Towers campaign. I called this one session 14 because if my math is correct, that's correct. We are nearly a month after the last adventure. The party took some time to heal, both physically and emotionally after the loss of a few characters, and I think they have decided to continue adventuring and not retire, and they're going to move towards the dungeon. So I guess we'll just, because there's some new characters around, and plus people who maybe haven't watched any of these before, assuming somebody's watching online. We'll go through and have everybody kind of introduce your characters. You're kind of, I guess we'll say you're saddling up to leave town. You are going towards the dungeon, correct?
I sure hope so.
We didn't discuss this, but I'm assuming that's what you guys are doing because you didn't say.
Yeah.
All right. So you're saddling up and heading towards the dungeon.
Yep. I'm sorry. I was wanting to head to the city today because I don't have any money. Like Liz literally has nothing. I mean, she's been bumming off of Rush's character. And she owes Rush's character a lot of money.
We do have,
because he.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you've been paying payments.
Well, what I was saying is we do have a lot of we have all that stuff we took out, and I don't think we've sold it yet, unless y'all sold it when I was not there.
No, because we weren't here 2 weeks ago. Like we've taken the month off because of Bane's death and that other person. But yeah. So we really need to go to town because I really need some money. I got debts, bro.
Well, I got money. It's fine.
Well, I'm good with either one.
Can we go to the city after we go to the dungeon?
Probably not.
I do not think there's
the dungeon takes a long time.
I do not think there's that much in the party treasure right now to sell in the city, if I recall.
Hold on, let me see.
Because
we got a good bit of stuff. We got like a lot of like silver wire and like a bunch of like weird artifacts and stuff.
I'm trying to look it up now.
Because I think you sold it all at the end of episode 11 or 12, so that's only a couple episodes ago.
No, hold on.
That is true.
We haven't sold the current treasure at all.
We've got, in the last one y'all did 2 weeks ago, the last time we met, we've got 3 things of hydraulic fuel, which have a 300 gold value, 7 goblin heads, which have a 350 silver value, 1 robot head at a 50 gold value. So that's
yeah. So I'll tell you this:
that's all that. But what about like that silver wire and stuff? That was like 2 or 3 adventures ago. I don't think we sold any of that.
Yeah.
Or at least I never got any money for that.
That adventure, that's what you're talking about. You got some paperwork and stuff, and files that might have some value.
Oh yeah, here it is. 10 spools of gold wire.
Yeah.
No, that's from April. Never mind. I went too far back.
We need to compare this, but
that's what I was talking about. Quickly. If you guys want to go to the dungeon, I mean, I guess I don't mind. It's just, I mean, I really need to start paying back all my debts because I owe Rush's character like well over 100 gold by now.
Well, at this point, I'm not overly concerned about it, just because I haven't really been spending anything. So,
yeah,
but
Liz,
I understand. You need to get some.
So, but Liz is, because that's Liz's character. Liz doesn't want to be like in debt to someone.
Gotcha.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What I'll say is that if hold on, I hear background noise. Who's that? Okay. If you're the only one who needs to cash stuff in, if Liz is the only one who needs to cash stuff in, Crystal, we can actually, the rest of the party wants to go to the dungeon. If you guys want, we can do that, the cashing in the Facebook. we don't have to worry about the.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
We did have like a month.
So do in town, if you literally just need to cash stuff in, we can do a.
Yeah, we can say we did that. The one we missed. We can say that's what we did. Like the last session, you weren't here. We can just say that 2 weeks ago we went to the city and sold all our stuff. And you could just put that in Facebook.
That's fine. And what we'll do is we'll do like some kind of a
if everyone's okay with that.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
We can sort out the actual monies and stuff in the Facebook. So we need to get a list of everything we had, and then we'll roll against that. You have the one that you guys use that gives a pretty good deal, and then I'll just roll to see whether or not anybody died on the road. Okay, so you're saddling up to get ready to the dungeon. See, Rush still has a good sense of and I say saddling up. Nobody's bothered by a horse or anything, guys. You guys have tons of money, or if you had tons of money. Also, your lease on your house is running out. So, anyways, you're saddling up to get some cash, and we'll also say that you. I'm sorry to go to the dungeon, and we'll say you had traded in that other money, and we'll figure out the exact numbers.
Can we pay for 6 months of house?
I know.
It's running out.
That was like in April. I have to go back and look at it. Yeah, believe it or not.
And we've been taking I'm
just incredulous.
We've been running this campaign since December.
And we've been taking like sometimes 2 weeks pass, like 2 in-game weeks pass between each one. So it's like,
Yeah. Every 2 sessions is a month, basically. And you were on like session 4 or 5 when you got the house. And we're on session 14. Okay, so, roughly every sessions. Okay, so you guys are saddling up, and we'll intro the old characters and the new. Somehow in the course of the month, you guys have met, some new people and brought them in as one is a henchman and the other one is an entire group of people with some relationship to previous characters. So I'll let you guys do that. So let's start with the turning party members, and then I'll go and let you, Christina, announce your characters as well. So let's start with Alexander. Tell us a little bit about your characters as they're heading off in the morning towards the fortune that is the now subsurface environment.
My first character is Samantha Dobler. She is a red-headed halfling. She is super friendly, really talkative, really outgoing, a little naive. She's that's basically her character. That's basically all you need to know to imagine what she's like. My other character is Lily Alison. She is a little bit more quiet, but not too much. She has a voice. She is not as outgoing. She's nice enough, but she's just a little keeps to herself a bit. And then I also have Isidore de Clark, but we haven't seen him in like 2 months.
Yeah, Vision Quest.
Fell off the face of the world. Haven't seen him. Don't know what's up with him.
All right, excellent. Also, I should let you know, since you did go to the town theoretically in between, you had found a couple of oddball items, and I'll just say that you guys spent a little money. We'll figure out exactly how much and talk to a sage to get some info on it. Samantha had found a horn shard, right, on a leather cord. Remember that?
Yes, I found a horn shard.
A leather cord, right? It was I think it was a bracelet, right? Turns out it wasn't actually a piece of horn, although it did look that way. It was actually a thorn from a strange bush. And what the sage told you is that if you stamp it into the ground, like put it in the ground, stamp it down, and say the magic word, which you can create a magic word for yourself, you will create a wall of thorns that will grow up from there. That will be 15 feet wide by 15 feet tall and 5 feet deep.
Just once, though, right?
Just once. Yep. It basically is like a seed.
I also found a might be lucky mummified head on my character sheet.
Yeah, you were lucky to have found that.
Good.
In the end, that wasn't any kind of a magical.
Well, I don't believe her. Sages don't know everything.
Bane also found something. I'm assuming you buried him with it, Tony, or would you have taken the
spindle of blue glass and the leather cord?
Yeah.
He gave it to Adrian.
Oh, he did. Okay. So that actually, you have to take off your shoe and jam it into your foot, like stab it through your skin, which hurts, obviously. But when you do, it will actually increase your movement for the day. So you'll go up one movement level.
And it's a one-time use?
It's a one-time thing, yeah.
Okay.
It'll last for 24 hours, basically. And it activates right away. You have to take your shoe off and everything. So if you're in combat, it might not be the easiest thing to do, but it'll take like a round or whatever to take your shoe off and a round to stab it with your foot. But once you do that, you don't get, it's not like haste where you get extra attacks, but it moves your movement up one level. It doesn't double it, it moves up one level. So your movement is 120, it'll go to 150 if you do it, or whatever, whoever's movement is, whatever. Yeah. Nobody ever used the mask. Does anybody want to put that mask on?
Can we get the sage to identify it?
The sage says it hopefully there's no kids watching. The sage says it seems like it has some pretty fucked up magic.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna hang on to it. I was considering burying it with Sidon, but that was for meta reasons if I want XP, so I didn't do it.
Okay. Well, you would have known this information, so if you wanted to have done that, you could do it.
Sure, I'll bury it with Sidon. So, the thing is, I don't know if it's a one-time use for 250 XP, or if it's a permanent magic item for 1,000 XP.
I mean, it's a permanent, but it's cursed, so let's rate it in the middle. We'll say it's 500 XP.
Okay.
Okay, was there anything else weird that you guys wanted to research in town, since we're having flashbacks?
I was going to see next time I have 22 letters.
Oh,
go to Denethix. They're all addressed to Denethix people.
Okay. That we can play out in the chat if you want to know more about it, or you can just say you deliver them. It's up to you. There's 22 Denethix who are in your debt side. And when you're in town, if you need to call upon somebody, like some kind of random person, go ahead and just make somebody up. Okay? Cool. Fair enough. As long as it's reasonable, it'll happen. And actually, to make the money easy, let's say one of those people was the sage, so it didn't cost you anything to identify the money. So you know one sage who owes you a favor that you have now used up. But that's okay with everybody. Okay. All right. So anyways, that was the first character introduction. Each one will be 20 minutes long, obviously. All right. So next, let's see. Crystal, tell us about your yours.
Oh, God, that's 30 minutes long.
Born in the small city of, I'm kidding. Liz is a redheaded warrior woman. She's actually a lot more somber than usual. She's actually somber, which is weird for her. Since Bane's death, she's sort of been a little bit more quiet than usual. And her companion is a really effeminate dwarf named Brothed. Everyone just calls her Bro. Yeah, and Brothed has recently fallen in love with some religious person, Dr. Feelgood or whatever his name is.
Okay.
And she's taken to drawing images of him on her wall and like in her notebooks and stuff and little hearts around it. Yeah. And one thing I want to ask, if we went to the city or whatever, flashback, Liz would have liked to have gone to the temple there and maybe had her curses seen about, see if it's possible to remove them or do some kind of atonement for them.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, we can. I'll give you some quests.
I mean, because she knows that the goblin for sure cursed her. She doesn't know if there's any other curses or anything. I don't think.
Yeah, you definitely have had some weird stuff happening. So yeah, they definitely have some things that you can do, which I will have to send to you.
Okay, cool.
For that right now, but yes, for sure. Remind me if not. So we'll handle that in the beginning of the next session or in between.
Oh, that reminds me. Samantha's gonna want to go to the temple and find out where the fuck did Isidore go.
Okay, yeah, there he did not go back to Dantex, even though you thought that he did. They haven't seen him. That's suspicious. But they say that, he might be on some kind of vision quest. Because it does happen occasionally. As she knows, she's also very religious. There's some salt mines to the east, and perhaps he was going to bathe in the salt springs, rather. Okay. I see a bunch of side quests coming up. Okay. So that was Liz and Brother. Let's see. Who else doesn't have somebody new? Rush.
So I'll be playing a gentleman known as Donald the Strange. He's a bald bearded chap. Typically would see him dressed in almost like a Norse type outfit with light leather and whatnot, but due to circumstances beyond his control, he's suffered some injuries, and his strength is not nearly what it used to be. And after having his regular armor ruined, he acquired a somewhat foppish suit that is made of leather, which counts as leather armor. So he's a bit more stylish than he probably feels comfortable with being, but and he carries a simple long sword, and he, as the rest of the party would see, he does have a particularly useful ability that he can do with his brain. His companion that he travels with is Cardis, who is a magician. She's copper-haired and tends to wear grayish robes with burgundy trim. And really, for her, the most standout characteristic is that she carries with her a snowy owl named Sakita as a pet, who is always with her and has exhibited the ability to use a little bit of magic on his own. So that would be Donnell and Cardis.
Nice. All right. So let's go to Tony, who has one returning character and one new character.
We flash back 4 days before today. We see this small, tiny frame human female that is walking in the small village of Chelmsfordshire. And when the people pass, they see the gloom on her face as she's walking along. And you can see now that her hair is not coming out vibrant and growing. It was shoulder length. It's been cut and trimmed up very much. And she's walking along, paying attention to no one in the village, with her own thoughts that morning. She hears a commotion coming from a vegetable vendor that's trying to sell some things there. And you hear the vendor go, "I told you it's a silver piece. 1 silver piece. I'm not taking a copper piece." She looks and sees a very small, for being a halfling, a very small young halfling standing there. She immediately lets out a burst of laughter, the first laughter she's had in several days, if not weeks. It's seeing this halfling with this huge hat that he's wearing with this feather on one end, and on the other end, you see this beautiful rose petal. She walks up there and she looks at the vendor and she goes, "You said 1 silver, right?" "Yes, and this stupid halfling thinks that I'm going to take a copper piece for it. They're always trying to make people, well, they're just halflings. You know how they are." She doesn't say a word as she takes a gold piece and hands to the vendor. The halfling looks up at her. He doesn't even smile. He just reaches and grabs the apple. Grabs a second apple very quickly off the vendor's cart. And he stuffs them in his pockets on his belt there. And he turns around The human acrobat known as Adrian turns around and she walks off without saying a word to him either, with still this sly smile on her face. And she feels a tap up on her shoulder. She's not much taller than a halfling herself, and she turns around and he goes, "Well, thank you, dear lady. I guess I should have said at least thanks, but I've been on the road traveling and then coming through here. I just needed some breakfast and stuff, and I'm trying to find something to go out and do in this life. My pappy was one of the greatest rose growers in the village I come from." And he reaches up and he takes this beautiful rose petal off his hat and he hands it over to Adrian, who smells it. She puts it behind her ear and she goes, "You've come to the right place then. I am playing Adrian, the human acrobat, as a primary character now, and her seems to be new henchman by the name of Deagle Rosebranch, a halfling."
Nice. Okay, cool. So we also have two more party members, two brand new party members, with played by Christina. So go ahead and tell us your
okay.
Yeah.
My characters will not be worded nearly as well worded as that, but first we have Mifa, who is actually Sidon's half sister. She is a half elf, and she ran across our party. She was going to go visit Sidon, and then happened to find out that he has passed. So that's a little bit depressing for her. But she figures that there must be a reason that he was traveling with you guys, and has taken it upon herself to come with you. She mostly just wants to become a better healer, and she worships the goddess Nehru, who is the goddess of wisdom and morality. Strongly believes in thinking through decisions before really jumping to conclusions and that sort of thing. And her bodyguard is Thorcrick, who is a dwarf. He's very strong and is pretty attached to Mifa, and will do what he has to protect her.
Nice. With Mifa, does she wear regular clothes, or is she also a underparent wearing?
She wears regular clothes.
Okay. All right. Just so we have the visual on that. So there's no longer any party members that just walk around in shorts. All right. Cool. All right, guys. So you're heading off towards Mount Rendon. So you've had some successful kind of delves into this mountain, and each time, at least in several last times, you seem to be getting bits and pieces of more treasure, and you're kind of, I guess, hoping for the big score. So as you're heading out towards the mountain, let's see if you guys are encountering anything on the way. Oh, and by the way, I was at Gen Con and I got weather die, so I'm going to roll to see what the weather is. Where is it? There it is. Oh, fantastic. As you leave, you hear rumbles of thunder. But, you guys are hungry, so you got to hit to the thing. So let's see if you guys encounter anything on the way. You do not. So you're traveling out. It takes about 3 hours or so to get out to your location. And you guys, you know it pretty well by now. You've done it several times. But, of course, this is a secret path that you're following up the side of the mountain that you had located using a treasure map that you found earlier on. So, being sure that nobody else is around, you split from the path and head up the side of the mountain, climbing, fairly steep path. The trail is getting more and more worn as you've now started to traverse it more often, but it's still, to somebody just passing by who wasn't necessarily trained in the outdoors, it's not that obvious of a trail as you kind of scale the mountain. Let me see if there's anything on the way. There is not. Okay, so you come up as your normal path. Oh, by the way, did you bring your draft horse? Or not? Did you guys have a horse?
I also didn't bring my dog. I don't think we're not bringing my dog to the dungeon. It's too dangerous.
Okay. But no horse either?
I don't think so. We've never brought the horse before.
That's true. You don't usually bring the horse.
I think we have like once or twice, but we usually don't, so probably we didn't.
Yeah, you generally. I mean, it's. I think you brought it specifically one time when you went to go get something heavy.
Yeah, exactly. So unless we know for sure there's going to be something heavy, there wouldn't be any reason to bring the horse and cart.
Okay, perfect. All right, yeah. So you guys head up, and as before, you kind of comp onto this this plateau. You're facing, kind of drops off on one side a bit, but then in front of you is kind of a sheer cliff going up, and in the cliff is a cave, which you can see. Enough daylight kind of comes into it that you can see about 20 feet or so in, and then it bends to the right, into the cave system beyond. So, what do you guys want to do?
Spin my wing around, go invisible.
Okay. All right, let's do this. Let me get some marching.
We've been having a lot of. Did we finish up that the north path? Because we've been having a lot of good luck there, finding a lot of good stuff.
If my map is correct, there is only one door in this entire place that we haven't gone through.
Which is.
Well, you remember that room with the scary orb thing and where the rabbit died?
Yeah.
And how we opened that giant vault door? Well, right next to that vault door, there's to the south of the vault door, there's a door that we haven't gone through.
Okay. But so we've explored, as far as we know, we've explored everything in the generator room. I think that was it to the north.
Yeah, I mean, unless I specifically mark on my map rooms that we haven't gone into yet, and that's the only one that I see. So unless I missed something, which Daniel won't tell me if I did, I think that's the only place we have left to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible we've missed something, but I'm not going to take hours to go into each and every room and search for secret passageways. So let's just head to that vault and see what's down there.
2, 3, 4. We can get there in 5 rooms.
Okay.
Go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doors.
Order. So I have it from last time, but some people are no longer with us. So typically Liz is in the front row. Is that still true?
Yes.
Classically, Bane has been.
And she'll have Brothed with her in the front row if she wants to, because usually Bane is there. But
all right. So then, in the past, Brothed has been in the second row with Lily. Assuming Lily still wants to be there, who will take Brothed's spot?
Mifa can go.
All right, nice. Mifa, second row.
And then Thor Crick will want to be behind her.
Okay, behind her. Okay, that's cool. So typically in that position, in that next row behind is Donnell and Cardis. So who wants to stay there and who wants to go back one row?
How many people are in front of me?
There's a full 4 people in front of you. Yeah,
that's pretty good because with Donnell's reduced strength, I'm essentially been turned into 2 casters at this point. Donnell's strength is now 5.
Which one of you would want to be in the third row? And which one in the fourth?
Let's put let's put Cardis in the. No, let's put Donald in the third row.
All right,
and Cardis in the next row. Yeah.
Adrian will bump up to that third row then, if that's okay.
Okay, in front of Donnell, so we'll push Donnell back then.
Oh no, I meant with Donnell. Whatever row that.
Thorcrick is there.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood.
So fourth row can be Cardis and Adrian, unless you want to take Donnell's spot.
I'm good with that.
Okay,
yeah. So
Adrian can be in the third row, and then we'll do Donnell, Cardis in the fourth row. So you guys have bumped back one row. Adrian. 6, 7, 8. I feel like I'm missing 2 characters.
Deagle, the halfling will be at the very back, whatever's at the very back.
Okay, all right. So 2 halflings in the back then, right? No, halfling, yeah.
Samantha's way in the front. Invisible.
Oh, that's right. That's why, because Samantha is her own little thing. So Samantha, and then all the ways in the back will be Deagle. Deagle, right?
Yeah. Until we start running against things that can see invisible things, I'm gonna just chill in the front all the time.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so I guess you'll kind of lead the charge there, Alexander. That's what you guys want to do. So if somebody absolutely doesn't want to go in the direction that Alexander's leading the party, just speak up. Otherwise, I'm just going to have him be kind of like the caller until you get something important. All right, so let's start. You guys are facing this cave. What do you want to do?
Check for the cave for bears.
Okay, you move forward into this cave area. It smells it smells a lot less burnt than it did before, but it still has a damp smell. And still no bear.
Good. No bears.
Yes, you've got an entrance door in front of you that you can see into. That's leads into that hexagon room.
All right. I'm gonna walk on into that first room.
Okay. So you're standing in the center of a hexagon room. There's 4 doors. One you just came through. There's a door to your left, door to your right, door to the well, I'll give actual cardinal directions. So there's a door to the south, which you just came through. There's a door to the east, a door to the northeast, and a door to the west.
Yeah.
And
well, I want to go east, down some stairs.
Yep. Indeed.
So, okay, first I open the east door. Do things fly out and kill us?
No. All right, so you open the east door, and you can see a set of stairs going down. Right? So you're going to move forward in that direction. So
Yep.
you move 30 feet. There's a door in front of you, which is to the east, or you can go to the south, which leads to another set of stairs going down.
Yeah, I'm going to go down the stairs.
Cool. All right, so you head to the south about 40 feet, and then it turns to the east, where there's more stairs just slightly in front of you.
Yeah.
Direction, okay. So
I'm going to make a small hoot noise and keep going.
Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming the rest of the party is about 20 feet behind you, if that seems fair for the rest of the party. Traveling along, unless Samantha does not sleep, I guess. You're going to travel down about 40 feet, and you're going to come to a T-section where you can go north or south.
Oh. I'm going to peek into the north room, see if there's anything in there real quick.
Okay. So, yeah, you kind of, about 10 foot more corridor up, and you're looking into a room that's about a 30-foot rectangle door on the north. I won't be grabbing them briefly because you already have this map, but if you want more specifics, let me know. Passageway. This room has a lot of scraps of the metal men that you guys fought, but not as many as you think there should be for the amount of metal men that you killed. There's more bones than there is metal, but you definitely see remnants of the fights.
Cool, but that's it. Okay, I'm gonna make a small hoot, and I'm gonna head east. Leave the room to the east.
Okay. All right. So you head, you go about 20 feet or so, and then it breaks off like a Y. You can go northeast or southeast.
I'm gonna go southeast.
Okay.
I assume I've shown the map, and I'm tracing out the path I'm gonna take, so everyone knows where I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm assuming you discussed this.
Yeah, I've got my copy still, so I'm following along.
Yeah. I mean, when you said I can do it in 5 rooms, I'm assuming you told the party the direction you wanted to go.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go down into. I'm gonna go the southeast room, which will.
Yep. That's the room that's full of tables with old alchemical bottles and stuff on them, except for one that's smashed. There's an orb floating in the air. There's a scorched bunny. There's a door to the south and I guess now open because you guys opened it, door to the east.
Yeah.
Has the bunny decayed any? I'm just curious.
No.
Well, that's
Weird. Okay.
that is weird.
It's sterile down in here.
More or less, yeah. So you go through that door to the east. So everybody, currently the rest of the party has probably joined you into the bunny room. You go through that giant kind of vault door that you guys had opened from the other side. And you're looking into a corridor that is about 60 feet long with a door all the way to the east. About 30 feet down the corridor, there's a passageway to the south.
Okay. I'm going to. How long does it take to reactivate my ring if I deactivate it?
1 turn, so 10 minutes.
So I'm not going to deactivate it. I'm going to just, stop, and then.
You said
I'm gonna,
You said 30 feet down. There's a passageway to the south.
That's correct.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stop at there's like a T intersection, right?
That's correct. There's a T intersection. You can either continue to the east to a door. So this total hallway from where you came in is 60 feet long. There's a door to the east, which the first time you came here, you came through that door. And if you were to go about 30 feet down, there's a passageway to the south, making it exactly.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna like pull out a copper coin and drop it on the ground, and then people will be able to see the copper coin, right?
That's correct.
So then I'm going to say, all right, well, that's the only room we haven't gone down. So be ready, guys.
All right.
Okay, so when you're at that T section, just I know Rush is also mapping, it only goes about 10 feet, and then there's a door on the south wall. You have not been through that door.
And then, yeah, she's going to walk over, and she's going to take in a big breath, let it out, put her hand on the little switchy thing that opens the door, and she's going to go through the door.
Fantastic.
Just so we're clear, are we having to like go down some ladders or something?
Nope. It's just a southern passageway to a door.
Oh, okay, all right. Because you said down, that's what confused me.
Yeah.
By down, I mean south. We're going to go
orientation on the paper.
Okay. Oh, 4. Okay.
We were here next to the unhappy face, and we walked down. Down.
Fantastic. Okay. Very exciting.
I don't like hearing you say fantastic so much.
So
I think he's just excited because we're finally going to...
I'm going to go to a room. Okay, so you open up the door. It slides right open as the previous doors have. Although this one didn't open automatically. There's a little switch next to it. You're staring into a room that is 40 feet east to west. Your door, which is on north wall, obviously, is the second square from the east. So it's not dead center, obviously, because you really can't be. The room is...
Hold on, I zoned out for half a second. What was the room again? The first thing
40 feet east-west. Okay. Right? The door, though, is in the second square from the east.
So it's going to go west 30 and east 10.
Well, yeah. Well, the square you're in, then west 20 and east 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 30 feet north to south. The only other exit that you see from this room is a passageway, which is on the south wall, and it is in the second square from the west. It's just like a hallway, basically.
Okay. What's in this room?
All right. So, 7 beholders, 4 dragons.
I leave.
All right. So this room actually you see 3 footlockers sitting in the against the southern wall, all the ways to the east. 3 regular sized footlockers. Sitting on 2 of them are 2 of these metal men that you've seen before. The ones that are kind of pieced together with some bone and stuff. Mm-hmm. And they're looking right at you as soon as you come in, although they didn't see... Oh, you're not surprised because you're waiting for it. So they're looking right at you. But in the center of the room is a quite large, somewhere around 7 feet tall, metal man who is not at all made from bone or whatever. He's 100% metal. And he looks at you and raises up his hand and he says, "Halt."
Well, he doesn't look at me because I'm invisible, right? Or does he look at me?
Well, he looks in the direction of the door, and the rest of the party's standing in the hallway. So, yeah.
And he's speaking in common?
He speaks in common, yeah. He says, "Halt."
Carter's.
Since we were so far behind, I know I didn't say this, but I'm going to ask and I'll let you decide. Since we were so far behind Samantha, could Liz and Brothed have had out their bows? I didn't say I did, but I'll let you decide if we did or not.
Yeah, that's fine. You can have whatever weapon out that you wanted to have. But you had all gathered together at the spot though, so you're all kind of standing in the hallway. But
Okay.
more. But yeah, I see what you're saying because you were traveling behind her. Yeah, that's fine. You have both up.
Okay, cool. So then, I guess roll initiative because Liz and Brothet are going to fire into that room.
What was you going to say, Rush? You said Cardis. I heard Cardis was going to do something, but I didn't hear the end of it.
I think you said, hold on a second.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, Samantha's going to say, oh, what? And then 2 arrows are going to fly over her head.
Yeah. Okay, so let's roll initiative. I guess we'll start with Crystal rolling because you're the initiator of the fight. They rolled a 5.
Okay, sorry. The composite short bow. Yeah, it does 1d6. I forgot it's arrows. Yeah. Okay, I just add my strength modifier to it. I got a 6 for initiative.
Nice. You go first. And you're in short range for sure. You get +1.
Okay, nice. So yeah, +1 for this edition. Got it. I'll do Liz and then Brothed. All right. So Liz, fuck. I went to grab that die and I rolled it over, so I don't know what it was. So I'm gonna re-roll it real quick. Okay. So Liz got a total of my dex bonus 16. She gets armor class 3. And like I said, I'm firing random. I don't know if I'm really aiming for anything per se. I just see a room full of robots. I guess it might make sense to aim for the 7-foot tall one if it's obviously bigger than the others. But again, I'll let you decide that because I'm just kind of firing off into the room.
Okay. And you hit AC 3?
Yes.
Okay. It bounces off the robot, the big guy.
Okay, cool.
And that's true too.
Okay, so Brothed misses as well because she got a total of 8 at the most.
Okay. So your arrows bounce off.
Samantha squeaks and runs to the side.
I think Brothed just missed entirely, actually. Yeah, because you have to get at least a 9 to hit armor class.
That's right.
So it just actually flew over his shoulder. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, that'll be the end of their turn.
Okay, Rush. What do your characters
want? I'm going to squeak and run to the side.
All right.
Point out this is a pretty narrow corridor, and I'm assuming because Brothed and Liz were in the front, so they're able to shoot their bows, but they're basically taking up the entire corridor. You're going to have to squeeze by them if you want to do anything. It'll be tricky for you to shoot past them with any kind of missile weapon. Save the sound, I suppose.
What about my brain weapon?
Oh, you can do that. That's fine.
Okay, that's what he's going to do.
Yeah. Okay. And you know the new rules, right? New rules.
Can you refresh me?
Let me look at you for a second.
No, I didn't. I forgot to read them. Sorry.
All right, your brain powers don't work at all today.
That whole Gen Con thing and recovering and all that stuff.
Fun. Go ahead and do what you gotta do, and I will tell you what's new.
Okay.
Relevant to this. I don't know if it is.
So it's a D6 to make it go off. I got a 4.
Okay, so that works, right? You need a 5.
Yes, 1 through 5. Yes. All right.
Which one are you targeting?
Well, I might as well go for the big guy since I don't actually have to roll to hit him. I just have to roll to get the power off.
Okay.
So,
you roll the 4.
Yeah. So it's 46, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1. That's 10, 11, and that's 12 total on 46.
Oh, what's the total? Sorry.
Yeah, it was 12 total on 46.
Okay. Yeah, this he gets slammed with your mental assault, but he is still standing. Well, right?
Yeah, at 2 5s and 2 1s.
Perfect. I'm not gonna read it, but well, it's average.
Yeah.
Okay. How about Cardis.
Cardis is. Cardis is going to hold off a minute.
Okay.
Because then I want to burn my spells up on the first room.
Fair enough. All right. So how about Adrian? Is in the next row. Well, it doesn't matter. Adrian is in front of Don Alcaz. You're in the third row. What would you like to do? You are actually somewhat blocked by Mifa and Lily and Liz and Brothard. What do you want to do?
She hears about what is in the room, and they would have noticed this morning that she's wearing like a red headband that she has tied around. She just reaches up and she tightens it up even more around her head, and she holds onto her staff tighter. And since she can't get around anybody, she's just going to evade this round.
Okay.
And she's going to fail that. The little halfling at the back hears about what's up there, and he just says, "Oh my, oh my, metal man, oh my." And he's sitting there holding a light crossbow, so there's nothing he can do at all without.
And I'll say because of the space that you're in, you don't even have to have rolled that evasion because you could just move out of the line of sight of the creatures because basically you only have a 20-foot space there. I mean, it's easy enough for you to walk to the side.
All right.
So you can just have.
And that's basically all I can do right now.
Okay. How about Samantha, who is in the room basically, but invisible, and Lily, who's in the second row.
Samantha just runs this. Where in the room are they exactly? Like in the dead center, or
the large guy is dead center, which is probably maybe also why everybody targeted him because he's like right there. The other two are in the southeast corner,
and they're sitting on the boxes, right?
Yeah, I mean they're getting up now, but yes.
Well, I'm gonna go to the. I'm gonna like make my way over to the southwest corner, just because I don't want to accidentally get shot because that's how you lose intelligence.
Yep.
And then Lily, I don't think she can really do anything.
Okay.
Well, let me. Yeah, until this shows that it's going to be a big scary thing, I'm not going to use Lily's only offensive ability. And I don't think I can throw a dagger from where I am, can I?
No, you can. You're in the second row, but you can only really throw it at the big guy. You're going to be just at the 30-foot mark, so you'll be long range. So you might just want to attack.
That's fine. Better to throw a dagger and miss than not throw a dagger at all.
That's true.
Oh, especially when you roll like that. I hit. Do I have a bonus? I do. I hit AC 1.
That hits.
Good. And I deal 1d4 damage. Ooh, 4 damage though. Pink.
Wow, okay.
And then he explodes, right?
What's that?
And then he explodes, right? That's all he needed?
Yeah. The dagger sticks into actually sticks into the metal of him, like it gets into like a crack or something. And you do see sparks and stuff shoot forth from it, and you see a little smoke coming out of it.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay. And how about in our second row, we've got Mifa, and then behind her, Thorgus. So, correct, right?
Yeah. Mifa, how close are they? Like, could she possibly get up and hit him?
Yes, you could muscle past the two in the front row that just shot their bows. I'm sure
Okay.
past them if you want to run forward.
Let's see.
Yeah, you're about 20 some odd feet away, so you can use your regular combat movement to get to him and do a melee attack.
Okay, Mifa.
What would Neru say?
Going to go forward and try that, and is not going to hit at all. And then Thorkrit, can he come up behind her?
Yeah, you can both.
And then he is going to try to hit with his hand axe, and that is AC 5.
Okay, that does not penetrate his metal casing.
Okay.
Okay, so the two that were on the locker stand up, and you notice that they are a little bit different than ones that you've seen before. They're definitely bone and stuff, but their arms, each of them, one of their arms has been replaced with what appears to be a sawed-off shotgun.
Oh God!
Yeah. And they step forward. Let's see, how far away are they? They're going to actually step forward in front of the big guy. So they're going to shoot past Misha and Thurkrick, letting the big guy handle you. And the people that are in the front row are going to get shot at. Let's see. So that would be 10 feet. Distance, I think, if they can move. 5, 10. Actually, they can move up to 5 feet. So they're going to get +3 to hit. All right. All right. So they're shooting their shotguns at Liz and Berthrud. So the first one.
Bring it on, fuckers.
The first one fires, and somehow, miraculously, at 5 feet range, the shotgun does not hit you. The shells must not have been packed very well, and the metal fragments bounce off your armor, doing nothing. And the other one, also. So apparently, when they jury-rigged these guns in their arms, they didn't do a very good job. So basically, they boom, and a lot of smoke comes up, and you get pelleted by like little metal beads that don't penetrate any kind of armor or anything, and you're 100% fine. The other guy, on the other hand, is going to swing at Misha and Thorkler. So first he's going to swing at Misha. Oops, misses terribly. And he's going to swing at Thorkler. 11. That might hit you. Your AC 2. Do a quick check. Because he is in fact. It does. He needs a 13 to hit you. Okay, he misses. So nobody gets hit.
Nice.
Well done, guys. All right, so next round initiative will be Tony. No, Rush. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Rush.
Gotcha.
3 on their side. Rush, you're muted.
Sorry, got a 5.
Hold on, I'm getting a weird echo. Who is that?
Well, Michelle was talking beside me. I'm muting myself, but I got a 5.
No, it's not you. Maybe me, actually.
Your picture's frozen up for me, Daniel. Like completely.
Rush, once I mute myself, go ahead and talk.
Hello? I'm hearing it too.
Did he freeze up for y'all, Daniel?
No.
No. Christine, can you mute yourself for a second?
Yeah, I think it might be Christine.
Hello?
Yeah, you're causing an echo for some reason. Whatever you're doing, so just mute yourself in between things if you don't.
Well, her speakers are picking up her mic, I think, and it's looping.
Sometimes that happens strangely and for untold reasons.
Yes.
So just try to mute yourself. Okay, so you got a what for initiative, Rush? I'm sorry.
5.
All right, you guys go first. Okay. What would you like to do? You now have 2 sawed-off shotgun wielding metal men standing in front of the group, having just fired upon you guys.
Okay.
The leader is out of you can't have him. There's 4 people between you and him, so he's out of your range.
So in that case,
unless you want,
I'm sorry.
Unless you want to move forward or something.
No, Donnell's going to go ahead and try and blast the closest shotgun wielding guy.
Yeah.
Oh, and I did read up on the thing where it's. I think the only new rules that affect me is that, like, if he has more hit dice than me, he gets to save versus spells for damage. I think is the one.
More hit dice than the power roll.
Right. All right, so. Okay, so I rolled a 6, which I believe means it does not go off.
That's correct.
Okay, so he puts his fingers to his temple and fizzles out. Who is the ones in the front that are being shot at right now?
Liz and Brothwood.
Liz and Brothwood. All right. So, what Cardis will do? Which one of them has the better armor class or the worse armor class?
I don't know. Do you want to ask them?
Well, I mean, I would assume she would be able to look at them and tell which one is better armored.
They're both dread plate.
They're both wearing plate.
Oh, okay.
They don't have their shields out at the moment because they have their arrows. I mean, they're both wearing plate.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
Liz is wearing like a full plate suit. Like it looks really nicely armored and polished. And Brothed is wearing plate bikini. Like it's just like barely covering up her breast, and she has like a little loincloth thing that goes down to her knees. But I mean, it's still plate.
Right. So Cardis, not knowing the difference, would just what she's gonna do is she's gonna look over to Sakita and say a few words and snap her fingers and point at Liz. And Sakita will kind of flap his wings a little bit with a little bit of glowy eyes, and he'll put a shield. Wait a minute, does the shield, it won't do her any good, will it?
No.
No, because she's got plate armor. Okay. Who's in the second row then?
Currently in the second row is Mifa, who is also wearing plate armor.
Okay, so everybody's pretty well armored.
Who is plate armor.
Okay. Well, you know what she's gonna do? Why the hell not? She's gonna just go ahead and try and. Nah, I'm not gonna do this. Because every time I do this, I sleep half my own party.
Yeah, don't sleep. Come on.
Well, I mean, it's a great spell, but there's always people in the way. So magic missile, the closest one with a shotgun. So that's what I'm gonna do. So what's the roll on the magic missile now?
6 + 1 damage.
I'm sorry?
D6 + 1 damage.
D6 + 1?
Yep.
All right, here we go. That'll be a 4 total.
Cool. All right, so you slam a magic missile to the this metal man of metal and bone.
All right.
And
that's my one spell, right?
That's right. So you're supposed to pick your spells before we had this conversation, but it doesn't matter now. You shot your magic missile. The bird has shield. So you do not have a single spell because you've used up your other spells. All right. Okay, 5 points of damage does not kill him, but he does step back, injured heavily.
Oh, that's the house rule. Other thing I didn't read. All right, checking it out now.
Okay. Tony.
The shotgun arms, you said they're like attached to them, or they're holding on the shotguns?
They're attached to them. They are their arms.
Okay. Crap. Adrian's just gonna keep evading, man. There's not much.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to roll anything. You can just stay around the corner. You're basically you've got like 5 bodies between you and them.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's still blocking the path, so there's not much. Deagle can't run forward, so that's pretty much all I can do. Till people move.
I mean, Deagle's a tiny little halfling. He just run between legs.
You can try, but there's a whole bunch of people in between. Okay.
He's a pretty wise, so he wouldn't try that.
Yeah. Alexander, what'd your character say?
Well, considering now that there's shotgun wielding people right in front of her, she's gonna. Is it close enough that she could like move to the side and not flank because there's no flanking, but flank.
Yeah.
Okay, she's gonna do that. She's gonna run over and stab one as she's getting to the side. So slowly they can come out and surround them.
Sure. All right. Yes, you come out and make a stabbing action at one of the.
Yeah, she is going to stab because she holds 2 daggers at once.
Okay.
So she's going to cut with her serrated dagger.
Nice.
Here's where I put them. but she's gonna miss.
Okay. Yeah, you cut at this thing, but it's made of metal, so you know it's ching this off of it. How about still laying low, or she wants to?
I mean, how the big guy looks pretty damaged, right?
The smoke is coming out of him. That's true.
Yeah, she's going to. Oh, the chests. Are they like against the wall, or are they a little bit away from the wall?
They are pushed into the corner against the
wall. So I couldn't like hide behind them.
No. You could. Yeah, no. They're pushed almost like a platform. All three of them are pushed together.
Oh, could I go in between the chests?
No, they're pushed together. Not unless you're very, very, very skinny.
Footlocker, basically. All right. Well, I'm gonna go stand next to. Oh, I'm gonna open it and then shoot from inside of it.
Because every now and then I hear it click.
Oh, you're gonna open a chest? Okay, which one? 1, 2, or 3?
Well, now I feel bad, but I'm gonna open 2. Lucky number 2.
Perfect.
And then I die.
Okay, you pull open chest number 2. It is packed with silver, so you don't think you can get into it.
I stand on the silver then and shoot my crossbow.
Okay. Well, you'll have to shoot next round because opening up the chest and everything is probably all you can really do. That seems like a lot.
Okay, that's reasonable.
How about Mifa and Thorkick?
Mifa is going to try to finish off this big guy in the middle here. And that is... Man, AC 5 again. Okay. Then Thorkick is going to try. And also not hit. So they're both hitting at this thing, but not really getting anywhere.
You're smashing at it, but you know he's the big metal guy, so he's taking it pretty well. How about and you've got 2 shotgun wielding pretty close to you. Probably too close to you, unless you want to try to move. Press that.
Sorry, I can't understand you because I was getting that feedback. So you were sitting here tripping me out because all I could hear was like echo. Yeah. So can you say that again, please?
Which part of it? Just the end?
You said I had something in front of me. I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah. So it's your turn. You've got 2 shotgun wielding, shotgun armed, basically. Robot-y guys made out of metal and bone directly in front of you. I guess to the left of one of them is Lily trying to poke one with a dagger. Behind them, kind of out of your view, is your other 2 companions who are fighting with the larger metal man.
Okay. Now, did you say that these robots were against a wall?
I did not. Okay.
I heard you say some robot was against a wall. I was hoping ours were. But, okay, that's fine. Yeah. Liz is going to drop her bow, pull out her sword, and move in to hit one of these guys with a -2, if I can.
That sounds good. Go for it.
And I hit armor class 12.
That does not hit.
Or... Hold on, let me make sure. It's a -1 actually. It would actually be armor class. Forget it. I probably don't hit it. It's like armor class 6 maybe.
No.
Okay. Brothed. Yeah, she's gonna do the same thing. She's gonna pull out her hammer, if I remember correctly. Yeah, her war hammer. She'll let her composite crossbow go. Composite short bow. And she moves in to hit. She brings down her club with a total of... Oh, nice. So it actually balance out. So a total of armor class 2.
That hits.
And she will smack this thing in the head for 6 points of damage.
Okay, that was
a big dent in it.
That was the one that had previously been assaulted by the magic missile, and it falls to the ground, going.
And then when it does this, she kind of brings her warhammer up like she's really sorry, and oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to hit you that hard.
All right, nice. Rush started us, right? So that was it. It is now their turn. So one of the shotgun wielding guys that's now in the front, he's faced off with Liz, so he will try to hit you with his shotgun using it. Actually, he'll just shoot you with it. He's double barrel. He only shot one barrel so far. 15 plus 3 is 18. I think that's going to hit you, even though you have a good armor class. He's 18 hits armor class -1, so that hits Liz. And it does a d8 damage. Only 2 points of damage. So this one fires off and penetrates your armor, because it's probably because it's so close to you, but only a handful of pellets go through, and you take 2 points of damage. The big guy in the back. That's Liz, yeah. The big guy in the back, he actually puts out his fingers like this. Oh, there's my camera. Like this. And the little tips flip open. Flip, 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 flip. Not his thumbs, though. Just his fingers. And out from his fingers shoot steam. So make a so that would be it's just characters person make saving throws versus breath attack. So you're gonna roll a d20. The dwarf is looking for a 13 or better. The cleric is looking for a 16 or better.
Both of them fail.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so they are getting a steam bath, which is quite painful for 8 points of damage.
Mifa is down, but Thor Crick is still up.
Oh, must be the beard protector. Okay, she's down at -2.
-2.
Oh, that's not too bad. All right, so roll a d6.
That's a 4.
Oh, fantastic. So we're going to call this one Fire and Acid. Okay, so that's a 6 total. So you're going to be at 0 hit points now? Oh my god. So everything, except what you're holding in your hands, which is what, a mace or something?
Yes.
Is destroyed.
Okay.
The steam is so hot, it just destroys your clothes and stuff. And you're going to pass out from pain, but you are at 0 hit points, you're not dead.
Cool.
You pass out and you fall to the ground naked, holding a mace, and then your hand loosely lets go of the mace and it's sitting on the ground. So you're naked and probably very red in the skin.
Alrighty.
So she does take after her brother.
All this left is very short. All right, yes, you're naked. Okay, so anyways, yep.
I just gotta say real quick, like, because we always talk about this after the game, so the audience needs to know when Daniel says things like, "Oh my God," that's like him feeling really bad at that moment. These are the moments you got to extort his guilt. Okay.
I don't think
he killed one of your characters last time. That's in mind, and now he's trying to kill your new one.
All right. Okay.
I don't feel bad at all. I'm killer.
I'm at it. I gotta check.
Okay, so next
That's
round.
the last straw.
Who is that talking?
Oh, it's just like, what am I watching here?
Okay. I'm alone, so it's nobody me. All right.
Well, if it's said, we got a new player.
No, we're good.
Okay, so next round, Tony, initiative.
Already?
One of your 2.
Oh, 1.
Oh, okay. All right, so there's one shotgun guy left, but he's fired off both his barrels, so he's going to swing the shotgun like a club at Liz. Ooh, 19 on the die is going to hit you. And that's going to do a d6 damage.
Clunk.
3. So you get, wow, and it's a club. It doesn't break your arm or anything, but you feel like the pressure of it hits you, and you take a little bit of damage. 3 points of damage. The other guy, having expended his steamy load, is going to swing at. He gets 2 attacks, so he's going to swing at. He's going to swing at. What's his name again? Thorkick. I want to call him Dorkick for some reason, but I know that's not correct. Thorkick. And he's just going to swing at you. Ooh, misses terribly. By the way, I should mention this now, because since Rush didn't read the extra rules, did anybody else read the extra rules about critical attacks? And he's going to swing a second time, and he gets a 2. Okay, so he does not succeed in hitting you. Your dwarvish nimbleness avoids the blows. So that's the end of their round. So Tony rolled initiative. So what do you want your characters to do, Tony?
Did you just say dwarvish nimbleness?
Dwarven nimbleness.
That's not a thing.
Is there room that we can move on into the main room now?
Yes. So currently, both Liz and Berthold have cleared the way. Lily's moved into the room. So the only person standing in the hallway is Misha, and no, Misha also moved in. So actually, yes, there's nobody in the hallway blocking your way. Anybody can run it if they like.
Adrian's going to run into the room with our staff and run up there and try to hit the big one, the steam one.
You can do that because you have 120 movements. You can move 40, so you can definitely do that.
So she's just going to all out charge this thing and then try to knock it out with her staff. And that's not going to do much. That would be armor class 6.
That does not do it. It smacks against him, but it doesn't. Doesn't do anything to him.
And the little halfling can get up there where he can see everything. There's the big one that's by Adrian, and then the one that just got knocked out, and then the other one is on Leah's, correct?
That's correct. He would not be able to shoot the big one with his crossbow without risking hitting other party members because you can't get the blanket from the amount of space. You only have 90 movements, so 30. But you could shoot the one that's on Liz if you want without any penalties.
Yeah, he's going to try to shoot the one on Liz with his crossbow. Oh, wow. Same thing, armor class 6.
Got some Tony dice tonight?
That's not doing good, is it?
So, and I'm not encouraging you to do this, but since nobody probably read this rule,
I did.
You can declare a critical attack. You can say something like, "I'm going to shove my sword through this thing's head," and if you roll a 20 after doing that, you indeed will do that with all the benefits that might occur with such an attack. But if you roll a 1, whatever would have happened to the creature happens to you. So just know that. It's an option. You got to declare it before you roll the dice. All right. So, obviously. Anyways, that's Tony's character's Alexander. Samantha wants to shoot from the treasure still or no? You're muted.
I'll go over there, though, and summon him.
You're muted. You are muted.
Yeah,
there you go.
I'm muted.
Yes.
So she's gonna load up a metal bolt, fire it off at him, and
The big guy?
a big guy.
Okay.
Because she's behind him.
Yep, you got +1 for the range.
Yep, she'll get that sneak attack damage of 0d6.
Okay.
She deals. Does it deal +1? No, it doesn't. It just deals a d8 instead. I rolled a 20, but I didn't say I was going to critically hit, so I don't. But I do 4 damage.
4.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you send on top of the treasure the last round. It jingles around. You pull out your small crossbow, your tiny crossbow, and you shoot this thing in the back. And when you do, there's a loud, you hear almost like a clap of thunder, like an explosion. and you see kind of light come out of this thing's eyes and out of like its joints and stuff. And then it kind of like stands for a second and then falls to pieces on the ground.
And Samantha says, "Bang, bang, bang. Got you."
Nice.
And then Lily tries to stab this metal guy that's on Liz.
Okay.
Maybe she tries to stab Liz. Let's see. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is AC 15.
Okay, this is not a hit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Swing wildly, misses. How about Thorkrick? You are standing there with your dwarven nimbleness. Your beard is probably all like blown up big because of the steam bath. What would you like to do? There's one guy.
Yeah. Thorkrick is not doing too hot either, and he really doesn't want to get struck down, so he's going to take Mifa and try to go to like a part of the room where there's not so much going on. Just kind of stay out of the way.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. You can definitely do that. That thing is got its back to you, not even looking in your direction. So, you're able to grab Mifa and get her. Mifa's a female character? Feels like a female.
Okay. Yeah.
To safety. All right. She's, definitely breathing and stuff, but very, very red. Liz and Bertha. There's one of these things left.
Sorry, I couldn't get my mouse to work right. Okay, so I was saying last time that that Brothad was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." So Liz actually has to take a moment to say, "Brothad, we're in battle," and Brothad's like, "Oh, you right? Let me get this mofo," and then like they both miss. Yeah, so I'm talking. They missed bad. Like Brothad got a 3 and Liz got a 4. So like they didn't even like attempt to hit these robots. Obviously,
nice. Donnell and Cards.
So Donnell is he still in the hallway, but is he blocking anyone who's trying to get out at the moment? Or is everybody that needs to get out able to?
You are no longer blocking anybody.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. All right, so he's going to try and use his power again.
Okay. Yeah, you can do it.
Against the big guy.
The big guy's dead.
Oh.
I mean, you can still use it against him, but he's dead.
No, I'm sorry. I thought that's why she drug her. Okay.
Yep.
I thought Christina was dragging the body away. I thought he was still up. I missed that.
Well, there's another guy that's up.
Oh, so there's only one guy left.
That's correct.
All right, let's go for him.
Shotgun range.
And it does go off on a 2.
Nice.
And I do 8 points of damage to it, I think. Hold on. This is a Gen Con dice. Oh, son of a bitch. I can't use this dice.
What was that?
Well, because there's writing where the 1 and the 6, this is a commemorative dice.
Oh.
There's a writing where the 1 and the 6 is, so I don't know which one it is I just got, so I'm going to use the other one. I got a 2 on one dice and a 2 on the other, so it's actually 4 points of damage.
4, okay.
Not
Nice.
8.
All right, it does not take him down. He turns his direction towards you.
Awesome. Dang it.
And it's next round. Initiative with Alexander. Ooh, 6 for this guy.
Yay.
This is more. 12. Okay.
3.
Look, he's going to go first. And I think because Donnell's the only person that hit him in the last round, he's probably going to target you. So I'm going to make most of the rolls on this die be Donnell and the rest be everybody else. Yeah, he's going to shoot Donnell. He does the like 80s action movie thing where he goes and he cocks his arm.
Oh, shit.
And he's going to let loose with both barrels.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because he's on his death row. But he rolls a 3. So
yes,
he goes and he shoots into the ceiling.
I live.
Yeah,
Okay. Samantha / Lily.
There's probably too many people crowded around this guy to shoot him, isn't it?
For Samantha, no, she's behind him. Actually, both of you are behind him.
So yeah, but if I'm behind him, then I'll shoot Lily on accident, won't I?
I mean, no, you're fine. Nobody's blocking.
Okay. Well, Samantha's gonna hit for 1 because.
Okay. It does not take him up.
And just. Oh, that's AC 1. AC 1 hits, right?
Yep.
Lily is gonna hit for 5 damage.
Aha! With what?
With her dagger.
Nice. So Lily jams the dagger into this shotgun wielding man of metal and bone, and smoke starts coming out of his eye sockets. He falls to a knee, and then he looks at you and he says, "Why? Why'd you have to do it?" And then he dies.
Well, I didn't know that at first.
And Lily takes a step back and is like, "Wait, have these things been not mindlessly walking around fixing themselves?"
Sometimes Blizzard, they do the gear.
That's the first time I've heard one talk. Donnell would say.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry, guys. I gotta have an out of character moment here for 1 second. I pre-rolled my dice for the round, knowing what I was gonna do. I had both of my characters roll 18, and both of them rolled 1 damage. I wish I had recorded that roll.
Special dice.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I got skills. Your girl's got skills. I'm just saying.
Nice. Okay, so you hit very well on the dead creatures and do minimal damage. So you're in a room now with the corpses of some robot men and 3 chests, one of which you know is full of silver because Samantha's standing on top of it, jingling with her toes.
Cardis is going to go immediately
and start looking through the chest she's standing on.
I'll also point out that that Mifa is not only naked but boiled like a lobster in the corner.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Cardis is going to go to Mifa and take one of her robes and give it to Thorcrick to kind of try and wrap her up and also to help tend to her wounds as best. She's not a cleric, but try and tend to her as best you can.
What's the robe made on?
Say what?
Thorcrick is going to do his best to wrap her up and everything. He's learned a few things, but not as much as what Mifa would know.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely wrap her up. I was going to rush a hard time, but what his cloak's made out of.
Well, if it's not cold weather out, it would not be made of wool or anything. So, if that's where you were going,
it looked very woolly in the picture.
It does look woolly in the picture, but also that's not a summer outfit. So,
actually, not the summer. I'm just messing with it. That's fine. Okay, yeah. So you wrap up her modesty. Somehow her mace survived. So maybe that was act of the gods. And giving her maybe a little water or whatever, you can wake her up, and you'll be able to walk around and stuff. But you'll be at 0 hit points, so you want to be careful. And obviously AC 9.
While this is
shield,
going,
don't you, Christina?
Yes, she did have a shield.
Yeah, that would have been in your other hand. That wouldn't have gotten destroyed.
Oh, so you are. Oh, perfect. So you have a cloak, a shield, and a mace.
Sounds good.
What else do you need? Okay, I'm sorry. What were you, Tony, was saying something, I think?
well, if I don't choke here, I'm going to have a Deagle after all this is going on. He's going to go over to those 2 chests. He sees the other halfling sitting in the middle of one, so he's going to open up door number 1.
Okay. So you open up door number 1, and it is, if it could possibly be, it is even more full of silver.
Oh my, look at this.
hey, crap. Hey, Liz, remember when you said you needed some money?
I did.
Yeah. Well,
Give me 1 second.
I got some now. Thanks. I just want to say that to the person with the mace, the shield, and the cloak. That's all you need. My bro Thad totally agrees. You know, she just has on her, bikini plate bra and bikini plate thongs. You know, she'll tell you. She's like, girl, that's all you need. You just need a cloak, that little shield. You're fine.
I mean, it works for now.
Okay, so you're 18 because you have a shield. And if you have any dex bonuses, but I don't think you did because you already see 2 before. Okay. Cool. Yes, you guys are standing in this room. There's 3 chests, 2 of which have been opened and full of silver. Upon closer examination, Samantha, since you're standing in it, you also see a silver ring in your chest. You notice it because it has a red gem in it, sitting on top of the silver that's in your chest.
You're muted.
Son of a bitch. I'm using my laptop now, so I have to mute myself on the app instead of on my headset.
Oh.
So I keep forgetting that. Anyways, I say obviously I put the ring on and twist it around so I turn invisible again.
Okay. This ring? The new ring, you mean?
Yeah, the new ring, absolutely. All magic rings turn you invisible.
Yeah, I mean, you probably think you're invisible.
I mean,
no, you're not.
Samantha doesn't not think she's invisible. She's not stupid.
True.
She's gonna fuss with it to see if it's magic or not.
It doesn't appear to be obviously magical based on what you did before.
I'm going to spend the rest of the... I guess I won't spend a whole lot of time fussing with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll open the other chest.
Okay, you're going to jump down and open the other chest?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. This one is not quite nearly as full. It does have some gold in the bottom of it. Looks like a couple hundred gold pieces. There's also an antique helmet made of bronze. The fact that it's made out of bronze, it's a helmet, so I mean it'll work for protection, but it looks like it's antique, so it has some value. And there's also a set of earrings made of platinum.
Well, I put the helmet on to see if I can read people's thoughts now.
You put the helmet on, it does not seem to give you that ability that you can tell. Nobody's thoughts seem to be jumping out at you.
All right, I take the helmet off and I go put it on Mifa's head and say, well, at least you've got a little armor now.
Okay. So Misha is now wearing a helmet.
Mifa will thank her for the helmet.
Nice.
Misa is now cursed.
Well, if she was going to get cursed, Samantha would have gotten cursed first. She put it on first.
Right. Unless the curse doesn't affect halflings.
Oh, shit.
Deagle, upon seeing those earrings, he's going to reach in there and grab those earrings. He's going to walk up to this big red-headed lady with the sword. He's going to go, well, you said you had no money and stuff. These would probably be worth a little bit of money. He's going to reach out and hand them to you.
Yeah, Liz kind of looks at him, but Liz never thinks anyone, so she's just like, yeah, all right, and just kind of takes them and just kind of looks at him like she's not sure what to expect.
Yeah, and of course he's got low charisma, so he doesn't say anything either. He's used to that, not being thanked.
Cool. So our characters stare at each other awkwardly as we handle a big bag of money.
Yeah, these just feel pretty heavy. Like you couldn't just like pick one up and carry it necessarily. Yeah, I don't know if I can count the amount of treasure in there, but they're quite full. The one that Tony's character, I forget what it was, Deagle opened it. The one that Deagle opened is filled to the brim with silver. The one that Samantha opened is pretty full with silver, and the other one is not that full, but it has gold in it. So,
how many silver pieces can we carry in a sack and not be super encumbered?
So as soon as you're carrying treasure, you'll move down one rating of encumbrance. You can probably only carry one sack if you want to actually do other things, just because of where you're going to put stuff. A large sack holds, I believe, 300. I will check it though for you. I always forget the exact amount. I think a large sack holds 300 and a small sack holds 200. Is that listed on here? Okay, so if you have a backpack, it holds 400. If you have
400 for a backpack?
Yeah, a large sack holds 600, and a small sack holds 200.
Well, he's got a large sack, so he's going to fill up 600 pieces, and Deagle will. Adrian doesn't take any of them.
Okay. Do you take 600 pieces of silver? Okay.
Yep, Deagle, he'll put 600 pieces of silver in a large sack.
All right. Anybody else taking any treasure?
How much is left?
A lot.
Okay.
How much? I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'll ask after.
Okay. How much can Thorcrick fit inside a large sack?
600. You can take 600 coins.
Okay. Then he will take 600 coins.
Okay. Do you want to take all silver or do you want the gold coins?
Gold coins. Gold coins first.
Right. So there's 200 gold pieces. So you can have 200 gold pieces and 600 and 400 silver pieces.
Okay.
Is this enough money that it's going to be hard to walk around with it, even if we all divvy it up equally?
If you were carrying a sack full of money, your movement goes down to the next spot. So basically, everybody in plate armor is now only moving 30. Anybody in I should say metal armor is only moving 30. Anybody in leather armor is moving 60, and anybody unarmored is moving 90 if they're carrying treasure.
Do you guys want to take this treasure out and come back tomorrow?
Well, the thing is, Donnell's got 4 large sacks on him. So, we can probably get a whole lot of this.
You don't want to go wandering around.
No, I get it. I'm just saying that the capacity to move it in sacks is there.
Don't you mean he had 6 large sacks on him?
Probably. Maybe.
Crystal.
I'm not strong enough to carry it all.
I'm sorry, what?
Roll a d6 for me.
Oh no. This is the curse of I made a bad joke, so something bad happens to Les. I made it's a 1.
Okay, good. So you guys are dividing up the treasure, and you are 100% surprised by and attacked by 6. Which means not everybody gets 1. 6 kind of football-sized bats that are kind of green and glowy with pointy noses.
This is the worst curse ever.
You guys haven't seen these guys. All right, so they're just going to go at you. Let's see. So I'm going to go. There's 10 of you, right? So I'm going to roll a d10, a d20, and their damage is 3. Okay, so here we go. The first one is going to attack number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Liz, but it's going to miss. 14 is not going to hit you. You don't have to look. Second one is going to attack 10, which is Sony's henchman. So Deagle is going to be attacked. A 9 on the die is going to miss you, though. Third one is natural 20. That's going to attack number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, Brothford, you get attacked by this football-shaped bat bird thing for 2 points of damage. It's okay. It's stuck on you now. Go.
Okay.
Yeah. That's number 3. Number 4. That's not going to hit anybody. Number 5. That's not going to hit anybody with an 8. Number 6, 18 on the die. Archer number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, man. Thor kick. This football bat thing stabs into you, and you take 3 points of damage.
Let's see. So he's at -2 now.
Oh, fantastic! All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. Before we deal with that, stand by. There's one more. Let me just see if it hits anybody. 15 on the die might hit somebody. That's character number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is not Donnell, but Lily is your other character. Adrian. What's your AC?
Adrian, mine.
No, hold on. What's Donnell and
Cardis?
Cardis. I'm sorry. I forget everybody's names now because it's been so long. Let's see. That's a 15 on the die. There, 1 + 1 hit die. Let me just quickly check that. So 15 is going to hit AC 3. So that does hit you, right? Cardis, 3 points of damage from a radioactive bat football thing. And it's stuck into you. That doesn't kill you, right?
No, but it's close.
I like how he says it. Close. Okay, so. Woo! Christine, sorry, you had your -2, right? Roll a d6.
Yeah. I got a 2, so that's 4.
All right, that shouldn't be bad. Let's see. A 4 on the injury versus death chart from regular stuff.
Oh, no, wait.
So he's going to drop down to 1 hit point as well. A 4 is going to say, oh no, that's the wrong chart. Sorry. 4 is going to, I should just leave these things open, I think. Okay, you're knocked down, but not out. You need to roll 3d6 and roll under your dex, or you'll drop your weapon. So I guess just let me know if you drop your weapon or not.
Okay. He's still holding it.
All right, good. So you're down. This thing's stuck in you, draining your blood. However, the surprise round is over, and you guys can roll initiative, and I think it's actually your turn, Christine. So roll initiative, which is a d6. They got a 4.
I got a 6.
Good. All right, you guys go first. So what does Thorkrick and Misha can do stuff too. She's up. She's just mostly negative.
Nice roll.
Okay. Thorkrick is going to try to hit this thing off of him because he doesn't like that sucking his blood.
Okay.
So
seems like a reasonable.
That's going to be a AC 3.
That definitely hits.
All right, and for 4 damage.
All right, let me roll 10 points. Okay, it only had 3. You kill it.
Whew, okay, good. How many? What's the next closest to these bat things?
There's one on stuck into Brothred. I'm gonna say you're all kind of close together, and there's one stuck into Cardis. But there's also 3 more flying around.
I just want to remind you, because I don't know if you read the bonus rules, but you can now parry.
You
so
can.
if they're trying to attack you, you can defend yourself. And what did they get? Like a -2 to hit or something?
Yeah, it's to the point now because
you could parry if you don't want to attack things. Yeah.
Okay, Mifa is gonna parry because she's already at 0. So if she gets hit again, that's not good.
Indeed. Okay, so Crystal, Brothford, and Liz.
Okay, by the new rules, you can declare criticals, right?
Yes.
You must declare. I will read the rule right now so that we're 100% on the same page.
I think it's like you declare it before you roll, and if you roll a 20, it happens, and if you roll a 1, it happens to you instead. Like the other thing does it to you.
Yeah, there's something else to that. All right. Before any dice are rolled, an attacker may declare their plan to. Oh, you have to do it before initiative too. So you got to do it before initiative.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, darn.
And
okay. Well, that note.
Round, you're going to get a -2 on your AC. That's the other part of it.
Yes. Don't you?
Okay. Well, that ruins my plan then. And I got my cat all over my keyboard. He's like, I want to play too. So I'm going to let him roll for me this time when I attack because I can't declare a critical, right? Ow.
That is correct.
Now, okay. All right. So, my cat bit me right as I rolled, so he did help me roll. Liz is gonna hit armor class 4.
Hits. Which one?
And that will do 6 points of damage.
Okay. Good, but not good enough.
I hope that's right.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it's right. Okay.
Okay.
And
yeah, go ahead.
And Brothed, the one on her, like, can she try to hit it with her sword?
Yeah.
Or does she have to like try and grab it?
No, she can hit with the sword if she wants.
All right, yeah. So she tries to hit it with her sword. She hits a total of armor class 1.
That hits.
And she just does. Oh wait, her strength as well. Let me add that in. She does 3 points of damage to it.
Just kill it.
With her hammer. I'm sorry, she has a hammer.
Right,
So she's like, "Oh, get this thing off me!" And she like, kind of like smacks it.
Nice. Yeah, you hit it and it dies and falls off you.
Nice.
Rush.
Well, the first thing, Cardis is going to try to, I guess, use her staff and knock this thing off of her. Just swipe it off of her.
All right.
And that's a 12. I don't know if that's going to hit. For her, that's AC 7.
Is just enough to hit.
Whoops, hold on. Say that again.
That hits.
Oh, sweet. Staff is a D4. And 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage, just enough. You kill it.
Nice.
Okay, good.
All right, and so then Donnell is at this point. There should be what?
There's
3 of them left?
There's 3 left. None of them are on anyway. They're just flying around.
All right, he's going to move and try and actually swipe at one. He's going to draw a sword and try and swipe at one.
Okay.
Now his strength is 5, so he gets a -2 to hit now.
That sounds right.
And so he rolls 13, which gives him AC. It lets him hit AC 8 at -2.
You swing at it, and it just barely misses the thing.
All right.
That spider's like 5 minutes.
Tony.
Yeah, Adrian and Deagle both start spinning their staffs around. They're going to try to knock them out of the air, a couple of them.
Thanks.
Adrian, 19 on a die, so that should hit. 3 damage for her.
Okay. You hit the one that was previously wounded, and it dies.
And Deagle is going to do pretty good. That's probably going to hit. Armor class 4.
That hits.
And he'll do max damage 5. 4 plus 1 for strength, so 5 damage.
Nice. You kill one as well. So there's one more flying around. And it's its turn. And I'm just going to roll its morale because we basically killed everybody but one. Its morale being...
Wait, it didn't go yet.
So it fights to the death. They're brainless. They fight to the death. So it's going to attack randomly somebody.
I didn't
go
yet.
Alex didn't go yet.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Because remember, Christina rolled initiative.
That is correct. All right. So there's one left and it is not running. Go for it.
Well, Samantha will shoot it with her bow and she'll miss.
Nice.
Terribly.
Well, not that.
Not her bow, her little crossbow.
Crossbow.
And that'll probably hit AC 2 for 4 damage.
Nice. That's just enough. Kills it. So you hit the last one.
I threw a dagger at it.
Awesome. Dagger hits it, falls to the ground. Green goo all over the ground. Now it's all quiet. All you hear is the sound of your heavy breaths after the combat, and And silver being loaded into bags, I guess.
I just remembered. Can I go? I want to go look and make sure I can recover my metal bolt out of the metal guy that I shot.
You cannot.
Oh no!
You basically had a minor explosion inside. Anything in that guy is destroyed. So no arrows that were shot at any of the robots in this particular room are coming back.
So, in reference to the coins, I've got enough sacks that I can. If you said a large sack carries 600, then I've got enough to carry 2,400 coins. But we probably can't carry them around. So I guess we can load the sacks up and I guess leave them here.
Or we could just take them back and then recuperate over a day because lots of people are hurt.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll go save them all.
I like the plan of like we know it's here now, so we can go get the horse and bring back the wagon and we can haul this all these coins out of here at once.
Yeah, that's not a bad
I don't want to
idea
have to carry them all the way back to town. Do you know how long that's going to make the trip?
And plus,
You know
And
that
how much my calves are going to hurt?
you do know that there are sentient things running around that keep taking things out of rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not going to take. They're not going to take thousands and thousands of coins worth of silver, like over.
Clearly, they have because that's why they're in the chest. They were guarding the chest.
Y'all discuss it. I gotta pee.
Okay. Yeah, let's actually take a break. Bathroom break for 5 minutes, and we'll come back and figure out how you guys want to handle the treasure.
I'm back. Is anyone back yet? Am I still online?
I'm here.
Okay, I just want to make sure that my internet hadn't dropped out, because sometimes like it'll show like as if it's up, and then it's like, oh shit, everyone's muted, so I wouldn't be able to know. Like usually I know because people just stop talking, and it's like, oh, so I was worried there. I was offline and didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody make a save versus death.
I failed.
Say versus death.
Don't waste a good roll.
Liz specifically wanted to get under, so she did by a whole lot.
Nice.
And Brothed actually passes.
Perfect. Well, dwarves have good saves.
Yeah, 14 over 10. But since Liz wanted to get low, can she just save?
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry about that, guys.
Save versus death.
Save versus death?
No,
Yeah.
don't save versus. Don't waste a good roll.
Okay.
All right. So you're standing in a room that is 30 by 40. There's 3 You're filling the contents of they're transferring the contents of the chest into bags. Is that correct?
Yep. That's what I believe.
You're going to see Deagle walk up to the other halfling, and he's going to look at her, and he's going to look at the group, and he's going to go, well, you know, back on Pappy's farm, the way we always moved those heavy rocks, we would pile them in one pile together. Then we would go get the draft horse and get the draft horse to pull them the rest of the way. So I think that's an excellent idea. Why don't we move these coins outside and 2 of us go back to the little town and bring the horse back?
Well, I think more than 2 of us should go, but yeah, if we just bring it to the cave.
Mifa and Thorcrick are both for going back because both of them are pretty roughed up.
What What is this new character, Tony? Is it a halfling?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. She actually Liz actually gives this halfling a look, almost like she has found the replacement for Bane. Yeah, and she's gonna start getting close to your character.
Don't get your hopes up on him, though, please.
Sure sign of death. All right, yeah. So did you want to leave this stuff in
Yeah,
the
she's gonna say that is a brilliant idea, halfling. And I don't say things like that often, so you better take this compliment.
Yes, that's the way we did it on Pappy's farm with those big rocks.
All right, so let's follow the halfling's idea here, and she gives him a solid pat on the back, pat, and get these things up to the cave.
Were you saying something, Christina? Did I hear you speaking?
Her characters emphatically agreed on leaving.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Did you guys want to put the coins back in the chest and drag they're actually footlockers, but chests. Do you want to drag the chest to the entrance, or are you going to fill the bags and carry them to the entrance?
I mean, can we fill up all the bags and not have them be like? Will there still be coins left over? Because we don't know how many coins there are.
You do want to count the coins?
No, I want to start putting them in bags and seeing if they fit.
So besides what you've already loaded, you have 4 more bags, so 2,400. Yeah, you get all the coins in there.
Great. Well, Samantha's willing to carry a bag over her shoulder while she walks invisibly in the front.
Okay. All right, so you guys fill up the bags and you're heading, but do you want to explore this other passage, or are you just going to leave?
Mifa and Thorkrick both want to leave.
Yeah, I want to search any other passages today, Mr. GM. Gracious God, you are.
So you went through one room. That's good.
Well, some days,
one room at a time. We'll get
some days life's a little harder than others, and today was a hard day.
Okay, so you're marching your way out.
Yes.
You're taking the same route out?
Yeah, I would say so. The most direct. Yeah. I'm sure our invisible halfling guide would agree.
Okay. So it's 29 squares out. Slowest party member. 3 squares.
Oh wait, I just realized I'm wearing metal armor, so I shouldn't carry anything. Right?
Well, I mean, somebody in metal armor is going to have to carry something. So.
Oh well, then yeah, I'll carry it. That's fine.
So the slowest person is going to be 30. So you guys are going to be, that's 3 squares. So, but you also have a map, so I'll have to go a little faster. So I'll say that there's going to be, just to make it nice and even, we'll make 5 wandering monster checks as you're leaving. Okay. So I'll let you guys each roll them. So Alexander, roll a d6 to see if you guys encounter anything.
If they're coming from our way, will me being leading, like get the drop on them?
It depends on whether or not you're surprised.
Okay. So if we're not surprised, they'll be surprised, or what?
If you're not surprised, then they might be, or they might not be. If nobody is surprised, that means that they heard the party coming. They might not know you're there, but you can get a drop on them being invisible, almost certainly, yes.
Well, I got a 4, so.
Okay, so, all right, so you guys wander through the back up into that room with the bunny, not encountering anything so far. Christina, roll a d6 to see if you encounter any monsters.
I got a 2.
Yay! You wander through that room up into the area where the previous massive battle took place, where there's lots of pieces of metal man and bone remain. But it seems all quiet in here. Crystal.
Okay, I've never, ever, ever had this die roll lower than 3 for me. Watch this be the time I get a 1. Oh my god, I fucking predicted it. I fucking knew it, you piece of shit die. You
Happens every
never,
time.
you're out of my life.
So since
That died
you're
out
the
of my
lead,
life.
Alexander, go ahead and roll a d6.
Hold on a second. I'm so sorry. My daughter was
3.
Okay, you are not. They are not surprised, and neither are you. Again, they don't see you, but they know the party's there, and what they are is a. Oh. Okay. So you don't actually run into anything, but you hear something. Coming from the north, you hear a voice speaking in common.
Oh, what does it say?
It's hard to make out unless you head in that direction. But it seems pretty calm.
Oh, wait. So we are.
You're in the more of the center, the room that is the 30-foot by 20-foot room where all
The room where we fought all the robots.
That's correct. Door to the north, you hear the sound from kind of the northeast, kind of back the way you guys just came, speaking, and you don't see anything to the south. I mean, to the south is a passageway, but you don't see anything there.
The voice is coming from the northeast?
That's correct.
And
So it's not coming through that
common?
door. It's speaking through that door.
Okay, I have a question. Did the robots sound robotic when they spoke?
Yes.
Does this voice sound robotic?
No.
So it
It's
sounds
hard
like
to
it's a
make out.
person.
It sounds like a person, but it stopped. But like, by the time you got the party to like, shh, I hear something, it stopped.
Okay, I'm gonna walk back to the party all invisible like and say, did you guys hear that?
Yeah, they did.
You want me to go check it out while you guys leave?
Do you think you can do it without being?
I think splitting the party is a bad idea.
Yeah, no, we should all stick together, even if you are invisible. You never know; these things might be able to see you invisible or something.
Well, do you want to go check it out? Because it sounds like there's a person in here.
And that could be a trick of the machines. Look, we got all this weight. You know, we're trying to get to the.
All right.
Top here.
I was just checking to see what you guys want to do. Well, let's keep going then.
Cool.
Okay, Rush. Roll d6.
I rolled 1.
Roll d6 to see if you're surprised.
I rolled a 3.
You are not. Yeah, so you guys are heading up. Let me see what direction they're coming from. Because you're by the time this happens, you guys are basically you're climbing those stairs, the first sets of stairs after the T, but south of the robot room.
Okay.
They're gonna come from. They're coming from in front of you, so you they'll kind of walk right past you, Samantha, unless you do something to stop them. In fact, there's a lot. If there's a lot of them, you may have to roll something that they don't run into you just because you're not there. There's only 3 of them, so I think you should be able to avoid them pretty easily. These guys are the metal men. They are a lot of bone in these guys. Samantha encounters them first. We'll say that you're coming kind of around that corner, heading to the north, and you see them coming down the stairs. They're roughly 20 feet in front of the party. You guys hear them. You hear some footsteps, metal against stone, or metal against metal. So what do you want to do? They're kind of at the corner now, so I guess it's initiative. But go ahead and roll a d6. Whose initiative turn is it for you guys? It is Crystal.
I'm not a skinny either.
They got a 2.
It has. And I got a 1.
Okay. All right. So they're gonna go first. They see you, and they kind of their eyes kind of light up a little bit, and they start to charge forward. There's 2 of them, and there's going to take one row. So that's 1 on Barthard and 1 on Liz.
Our combat speed is like 10 right now, isn't it?
That's right. Yep.
Right.
Miss Liz by a mile. Miss nice. They come forward clawing with their hands, but they just bounces off your plate, and they're now right in front of you. 2 of them.
Nice.
What would you like to
do? Liz is going to grab out her cursed sword, and she's gonna use it with both hands, so it does. Is it a -1 to hit and a +1 to damage, or is it just +1 to damage if it hits?
+1 to damage.
Okay. Okay. So she's gonna bring it in with both of her hands. Oh, nice. She's gonna hit with armor. She hits armor class 2.
That hits.
Yeah. So she brings it down and carves it straight into this thing, doing. Let's see. Points of damage.
How much?
7. 7 points of damage.
All right, yeah, you smash into this thing and it collapses.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Brothed, she brings out her hammer, but she just sort of swings it around like she's Thor because she rolled a 2.
Okay. Donnell, you are standing in this hallway with a whole bunch of people between you and this one creature that's on Brothed. If you want to, I think you can't use your mind, but since you don't aim for that, I think it just is. I'm gonna say it's blocked from the people. But if you want to make a missile attack, it'll be at -4, and you might hit party members. And you're muted.
Crap, sorry about that. No, I don't want to try and make a missile attack. But Cardus, on the other hand, how long does a turn last again? Did you say it was 10 minutes? Okay. So since we're trying to get out of here and keep people alive, Cardus is gonna do is she's gonna tell Sakita to cast her shield spell on the cleric that is pretty much naked.
Okay.
So that at least for the next 20 minutes, which should be enough for us to get out of here, the bird will flap its wings, and Christina, the cleric, what's the cleric's name again?
Her name is Mifa.
Mifa will be surrounded in like a bluish glowing translucent suit of armor, and her AC will be 4. Does the shield stack with that, Daniel?
Yes.
Okay, so it'll be armor class.
Actually, you can only cast this on yourself.
You can't cast it on other people?
So I would say it stacks, but you know what? Fuck it, you can cast it on her. Why not? That sounds awesome. Yes, and a shield stacks.
I mean, if it doesn't say I can do it.
Well, it says caster only for the range.
Oh, it sure does.
Yeah, I'll
big. Oh, well, I mean, if you'll let me, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cast
it. Does stack, but other armor wouldn't stack, obviously, but a shield itself will.
Okay, so your armor class is 2 against missile attacks and 4 against anything else. So I guess it would be you get 1 better. So it would be 3 and
1
and 1. It'd be 1 against missiles and 3 against melee for the next 20 minutes.
Awesome. Thanks.
No problem. It's gone down. Where she goes down again, it could be really, really bad. So
yeah.
Fantastic.
Yep.
How about Donnell? He's just going to stand by.
He's just going to parry. He's going to if an attack gets to him, he will be prepared to parry.
Okay. Perfect. Tony.
Adrian is just going to stand there holding onto her staff, watching all this up front. Deagle opens up his big sack that he's carrying, and he's just looking at these coins.
Okay.
the precious.
Alexander.
Well, Lily's going to throw a dagger if she can.
Yeah, you're only in the second rank. You can do that.
Well, she's going to hit AC 2 for max damage of 4 again.
That seems like it's probably going to kill it, but let me roll some points. Yep. Dagger goes in. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Thing drops to the ground dead.
Okay, so there's 1 left, right?
Nope. Both dead.
Oh, there's only 2?
Yep, only 2.
Oh, I thought there was 3 for some reason. Okay.
I did too. I thought there was 3.
There's 3? Oh, there's 1 more. Okay, yes, there's 1 more.
Oh.
Thank you.
I mean, just kidding. I knew that there was 2. No. Let's see. Trying to decide if Samantha would drop her invisibility for this. Because then she can't scout. Yeah, she's not gonna do anything. She's gonna do nothing.
Awesome. So, Christina, you guys, well, Misha is assuming she's still in the second rank. You could do something. You're close enough to step between the two front people and attack if you want. That's up to you.
Mifa is going to stand back and not do anything. Okay. But Thorcrick, can he shoot with his short bow?
You can, but you're going to. Hold on, that's
yeah.
Yeah, you can go. Yeah, you can do, but you're shooting through 2 ranks of people. It's going to be -2 to hit, and if you miss because of the -2, then you hit somebody in front of you.
Then, is he close enough? Nah, he doesn't want to do that. He'll just wait too.
Christina, you can set your characters up to parry. That means if anything attacks you, they'll get -4, and if they miss outright, you get a counterattack.
Okay. They're both gonna parry.
Okay. That's fine. It's you guys. They went first, right? Right. Yeah.
The
round's over anyways.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Yes, it didn't really do anything that you buried, but whatever you can do. You can parry at any point as long as you haven't been attacked yet. As long as you haven't gone yet, I should say.
Okay.
You don't even have to say it. If you can just say if I get attacked, I'm going to parry or whatever. That's fine. You don't have to look.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but it's cool. Yeah, they don't have. We'll deal with it if it actually happens, but it depends on the size of the weapon and stuff like that. Okay, so next round, and that was Crystal roll initiative. So it's your turn, Rush. 4 on their side.
I actually rolled a 6 this time.
Nice. There's 1 left.
Yeah, because it looks like I have
well,
you want to do anything?
I'm not close enough to be able to do anything.
Okay. Tony.
Yep, nothing I can do in the back. So.
Okay. Alexander.
I don't think so.
You are muted, my
Lily
good man.
is going to throw another dagger. She loves throwing daggers at things.
Okay.
That might actually not hit. That's only... It's only 6.
AC 6 hits these guys. These guys are these are the shitty ones.
Well, he can take 2 damage.
That's enough, actually.
Really? Oh, well, there you go.
He sizzle, and he falls to the ground.
And
now they're all
over and picks up her 2 daggers.
Okay.
And then she suggests that Mifa trades places with her bodyguard, if not moves a little bit further back. Like, stand in the middle next to the spellcaster so you don't get murdered.
Hey. Samantha stayed invisible the entire time, right?
Yeah, she did.
Okay. Liz says, hey, little invisible girl around here. I know you're here somewhere. At some point, I know you had to make the decision not to attack someone. Otherwise, you'd be visible. It was a good decision. Now, scout ahead.
You can't see it and you can't hear it, but you get the feeling that despite herself, she's very proud of the praise. Just a warmth that washes over you. Yeah, she's gonna keep going.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Christine, did you want to switch your 2 characters' positions?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Nice. All right. So, that's fantastic. I believe we have one more check before you guys walk out the door. Tony, roll D6 for me.
Oh, we know what happened last time.
Last time you died, turned into a white and killed 2 people. Oh,
this time it won't. I rolled a 6.
Yes. Okay. So you pass through the cavern system unmolested, and break out into that plateau where just outside the bear cave, and you are now standing outside the dungeon.
If you had rolled and killed some of our characters again, at least Liz would have had the gold to put in for the funeral this time. Wouldn't have been all bad.
Oh,
that's right.
Liz would have got extra XP out of it.
That is like the
it's dark
to say.
So, yeah. Then I say, me personally, that we, yeah, let's go get our two newest companions healed up a little bit.
Yeah,
and
sounds good.
take care of some business.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, who all wants to go back and get the horses? Or horse?
Oh, that.
Okay. I say let's send all four of the henchmen ahead to go get the horses.
Oh, well, Samantha wants to go.
That way,
She can then ride her dog back, and she hasn't actually gotten to ride her dog
That's fine.
on camera before.
okay. Well, I'm gonna send Brosette ahead to go get the horse and wagon, and Liz will stay behind to guard what's already there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will have Lily stay, and Samantha will go.
Yeah, I'll send Cardis.
Deagle's going, and he also suggests that both of Christina's characters go, and they can go on back to the house and start resting.
Oh yeah.
Is that what you want to do, Christina?
Yeah, sure. They'll go ahead and head back.
Okay, so heading back, I've got Berthrid, Samantha, Cardis, Eagle, Misha, and Turkic. I will get that name right eventually.
Bro,
As long as we don't run into goblins, we should be fine.
Why would you
Okay.
even say that right now?
no, it's beetles. You don't want to run into beetles.
Yeah,
the Beatles suck.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But see, the beetles we have a chance to maybe run away from. If we run into goblins, there's no way that your dwarf is going to let you run away from them. You're going to have to leave the dwarf behind.
I don't have a
Yeah.
dwarf.
No, I said the dwarf. My dwarf. Brothid.
Okay.
Bro, hey, bro.
Whatever.
Just because it's more fun to look at it this way. One of you will roll the Wandering Monster check on the way back, and I will roll randomly to see who rolls it.
Nice. Gonna be me, and I'm gonna roll a 1.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so Christina, roll me a d6 on the way back.
I got a 5.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you guys wander back. It takes a couple hours, but you get back to the town. Okay.
Nice.
During that time period, Tony, roll a Wandering Monster check at the cavern to see if anything bothers you guys there.
There's your one.
All right, but you're outside, or are you inside?
Let me down, Tony.
Are you guys
I would say probably right at the entrance of the cave, most likely.
okay? So you're outside.
Outside, say outside.
Okay, fair enough.
Liz is definitely back with the treasure.
Well, I thought we brought the treasure to the mouth of the cave.
We did outside.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was in the cavern area at first. Oh yeah. So wherever the treasure is, that's where Liz is.
Okay, so 3. Let me see if you guys are surprised. You're not. They are not surprised. Okay, so you guys, you hear them just as they're coming around the corner. 3 Mokhtars. You guys remember they're like lying there?
Damn it.
They come around the corners. They look like they may have found the path and they were trying to figure out what it was. So they're coming up there armed. I believe these guys use weapons. And they're heading up and they see you. And let me just check their reactions. Yeah, they don't immediately attack you. They kind of like look at you for a second and they say, what's in that cave back there? But they're like ready, if anything.
So
Lily
right away,
says,
Just where
"Monsters."
sorry. If Donnell had a chance, he would have spoke up and say, "It's an old bear cave, nothing more."
Okay. Liz is saying something as well.
we just stopped here to use the restroom.
Of which there is one here.
A while ago, I imagine we all went to that little restroom, like all walked up the stairs.
Yeah, actually, so they look at you and they see the sacks of treasure that you have sitting there.
Oh shit.
I mean, they don't know what's in it, obviously. They look and they say, that seems an awful lot for the few of you to carry. Perhaps you'd be better off with a little bit less weight.
We're good.
We're fine. Liz is going to
outnumbered.
Liz is going to go ahead and take her bow from her back and have it in her shooting hand.
You're going to draw a weapon.
No, she just kind of takes it out. I mean, she's just sort of taking it out. She's not wielding it in a threatening way. Just sort of like yeah, you know, I can use this, you know,
like leaning on it.
All right. I mean, I'll ask you a question. Let's be honest here. So people approach you and they're clearly mugging you, and you put in any way. What do you actually think is happening?
They're gonna come after you.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, so right. I'm just gonna give them another reaction roll. That's, you know, I want
to call critical hit if we go to.
Okay, nice. 7 on the reaction. They seem a little bit uncertain as to what they should do because you guys look pretty tough. They're
I will tell them that they're badly outnumbered.
Not really.
That's what I'm going to tell them anyways.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. So you say you're worried about them. They say,
yeah.
So you've got friends in there.
We said we're using the bathroom. We're taking turns.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
We're 12 strong in there.
12 strong.
Well, 10 strong, 2 weak, but.
So, I'm going to give you an extra roll. Okay. They start to advance, and then when you say that, they say, "What do you mean by that?"
Well, I mean, 2 of them are apple merchants, so they can't actually help very much. The rest of us 10 are hardened warriors.
Well, I mean, that one guy had a pitchfork. He could probably help if we needed him to.
I'm sure he could, but that's why he's weak instead of puny.
Donald just raises his hand and goes, "I can kill people with my brain."
That's yeah. And then there's that mage in there as well. I'm sure that mage will help us out.
So the one in the front looks at one of the smaller one with him, and he says, "Go get the rest." And that one runs. And we
I throw a
Liz
dagger.
is going to take out her bow, and she's going to say, "You will never make it there." And she's attempting to use a critical roll. She pulls at her bow. She's going to attempt to shoot it and sever his spine.
You can only do that with melee weapons.
That doesn't happen.
We can only melee critical rolls.
Yep.
Yeah, I call critical hit.
Does anybody else want to do any criticals?
No, because I'm going to shoot a mind power at the one who's running.
Okay. All right. So let's roll initiative. Who did it last? I think Christina did. So Crystal.
I did it just a while ago. Initiative.
Yep.
So Rush in.
Oh, this is me. Okay.
It was. Yeah, I think Rush did it last time. I don't know.
Rushes do it.
I did do it last time.
Okay, Tony. Go.
Oh, okay. 3.
All right, they're going to go first. All right, so one runs.
No, I mean,
runs.
Tear it up.
You move forward.
Maybe you'll get lucky, like there's Coke down here and ice cream here.
To move forward, you said you can kill people with your mind rush. So one's going after you.
Shit. Is the one that ran, is he gone?
Yeah, he's going to use his full movement to go down the side. He's out of sight.
All right.
Who else is not wearing heavy armor?
Adrian's not wearing any armor.
Okay. All right. So Adrian's being targeted, as is Donnell. Now, who was doing the critical?
I called it, but I would have to. I would have to have. Do I have enough movement to catch up with the guy who was going to run?
No.
Okay. Well,
I mean, Adrian does, but not Deagle.
Oh, Deagle's gone. Remember, he went to town.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Adrian does, yes. Because the movement's 120, which is the same as his. If she doesn't take the treasure away.
Here's what she's going to do. She's going to take off ring after this guy. She's pulled one of her darts out of her belt, so she's been holding it in her hand all this time, and she's going to run and try to catch him and do this flying leap and just catch him in midair and drive this dart straight into his eye.
Okay, amazing. But they go first, so this first guy's going to go after you. I just want to know who's doing it so I know if he has a -2 or whatever, or you have a worse armor class because of it. All right, so he's going to roll first, and he got a 3. It doesn't even matter. Okay, so you run past this guy. He misses by a mile. The other guy's going after Donnell. 8's not going to hit shit, so he also misses. These guys kind of suck. And Tony, you can go. So you're doing your critical. Go for it.
Oh, let's see. Nope, 11.
Okay, so it's just a regular attack.
Yeah, so 11 plus 2 would hit armor class 6.
Just misses.
Yep, so she goes maybe tumbling over the top of him, I guess.
And he just continues running. Okay, who, Alexander, what character do you have up here, and what does that character want to do?
Lily's here. Lily's going to chase after the guy.
Okay.
And then she's going to give him the evil eye and say, "You are worthless." And then he's going to feel really bad about himself.
Okay, her movement is 9. You know what? Roll a d6. Going for a 1 through 3. That's going to determine whether or not you can see him or not, because he's running to the brush.
That's fair, I guess. I got a 3.
Okay. So that will take effect. He gets a save to be able to do anything, basically, right? That's how it works.
If he doesn't make a save, he can do literally nothing.
Yeah, so he's going to stop if he does, and that'll be next round on his turn, but because he's already done stuff this round.
Yeah, right.
Perfect. Okay. Christina, you have nobody here. Crystal.
All right. Let's see. Was there anyone directly in front of me? I'm sorry. They're all still back, right?
Yeah, no. 2 ran forward. They had to attack Donnell and Adrian. So yes, there's 2 there.
Okay. Liz will drop her bow and take out her sword and chop with 2 hands. And is that going to be a -2 to hit?
Yep.
Okay. So I rolled a dirty 1.
Okay. Good thing.
So I don't get my sword out of the sheath. Like it kind of gets stuck.
Well, if you had called critical, you would be dead. So it's good that you didn't do it.
It was a dirty 1. It was a 3 -2.
All right. I didn't know of that term. That must be something new. I'll use it from now on so I can be cool.
That's a 5e deal.
No, you're not at all. We were just playing
Rush.
All right. So Donnell is going to try to mind blast the guy in front of him.
Okay.
Or the one that's attacking him.
Yeah, that's.
And it goes off on 3.
Nice.
Oop. All 3 dice here. We got 13.
Nice. That kills him.
Sweet.
Boom. That guy's head explodes. He comes running at you and he's like, "You kill people with your brain," and then you kill him with your brain.
Yes. Like I said, just calmly reach up after he swings at me and put my finger up there and just watch him blow away.
Yeah,
and
his
I'll
head
take the other one.
Yeah. And he falls to the ground. Okay, that's the end of that round. Initiative to the next round, Alexander. 2 for on their side.
4 for us.
Okay, you go first. Go for it. There's 2 left. One of which is only really in sight of Adrian, who ran forward. Everybody else is 2. Oh, and I'm sorry, and Lily.
Can Lily get to him in time?
Let me just roll his save now. Oh no, yeah. He moved 120. You moved 90. Yeah, you can. You're in combat now. You can move 30. You can get just to him.
Right. I'm going to run over to him.
Yep.
2 daggers, and I'm going to double stab, which I think is +2 to hit, right?
No.
Okay, let me double check the.
Yeah, it's a plus one.
It's plus one.
Wielding. Yeah.
What's gonna I've done it on one of my characters.
Well, that's gonna fucking hit for sure.
Good.
And then how do I determine which one hits?
Well, they're both
in his
daggers.
main hand. Okay, so I mean they're both daggers, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
It would only have mattered if it was a critical hit.
That's correct.
Because one is serrated.
Yeah.
E4. And it will take a measly 2 damage.
That's enough to kill it.
What?
Yeah, that guy only had 2 hit points.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Yeah. He was actually the small one, and I didn't even know that when I rolled. I rolled his hit points when you attacked him.
All right.
2 ones on
She's
the.
gonna slit his throat after he's dead.
Okay. Yeah, you run him through, then you slit his throat, and he falls down, dead. Crystal.
Okay, how many more are there?
1.
All right, cool. So I'll attempt to cut him down. And I hit like armor class 9, so I don't think I hit anything.
His AC is 5. Rush already went, so it's their turn. Right? You went this round, right, Rush?
Yes.
Okay. He's going to attack Liz because that's who he's on.
Adrian didn't get to go
Really?
because Alex rolled. Alex rolled initiative.
Oh, Alex rolled. Okay, yeah. So Rush, you haven't gone. Go.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
It just is less. See what happens? There's only 1 character per player. It's much faster.
Yeah. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna try and mind blast. So there's just the 1 guy left.
1 guy.
Here we go. Oh, whoops! I'm about to roll a d20. Like, wrong die. Goes off on a 3 again.
Nice.
And this time, we're looking at 14 damage.
Boom! His head explodes. Okay. Adrian. No, everybody's dead.
Yeah, she just jumps back up from her tumbling and stuff and looks to see what Lily just did, and she doesn't say anything to Lily. She just looks at you, Lily, and gives you kind of like a nod of improvement.
Nice.
Lily nods back. She basically makes she moves the body just a little bit so that he looks like he died a little bit more gruesome than he really did. So that if Moktars walk up here, they're like, "Oh fuck, what happened to this guy?"
Oh, okay. Nice. Nasty, but nice.
You know how we do. We can't be nice without being nasty. We can't be nasty without being nice.
Okay, so meanwhile, back in town, you guys are getting the horse
in the wagon.
Yeah, and Harley.
Where this wagon is coming from? Where'd you get a wagon?
I thought we had a wagon.
We got a wagon from that merchant who died. We bought his wagon.
I thought you gave that back.
No,
we bought it.
We bought it.
Oh, that's right, you bought the wagon. You guys are so honest.
Well,
you get the horse and the wagon.
And Harley.
And what?
And Harley.
The dog.
Oh, and the dog. Yep.
She changes into leather. Samantha changes into leather armor.
Okay.
Hops on her dog, and they ride off.
I love mine.
Nice.
And the half naked cleric and them stay at home and rest up and make herbal tea.
I would assume.
Are you guys gonna stay back at the house, Christine?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Get some aloe.
I mean, the dwarf can come if he wants.
Lots of aloe.
Samantha will absolutely not let the cleric come.
There's a
Brothad is gonna take time to
body.
Brothad's gonna take time to readjust her her bikini because it's kind of coming loose and everything, so
okay.
She takes time to readjust her bikini plate.
Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, and you guys are heading back. So let's see if you encounter anything on the way back.
And Adrian also looks towards Donald and Lily and tells them to search the bodies of those smoke tars.
Oh yeah,
you can do that.
Good idea.
Oh, let's do a. We haven't done a what's on the body roll.
Okay.
Yeah, Lily will search the one she killed, and she's actually going to stay a little bit back down that ways. Not like inside, but hiding nearby. so she can spot if any Mokhtars are coming up the path.
Okay.
Liz is gonna beat herself up a little bit for not hitting.
Let's see. 20 things to loot from a dead warrior. That sounds good. So let's see. There's 3 of them. So
Donald will search the one that ran up to him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20. No, yeah, d20. Yep.
20. All right. I actually rolled a 1. Natural 1.
What pets are those?
You find pocket lint.
Oh.
Uh-oh. I don't like...
Okay, I'm not going to do this because that would just be... Okay. There's a map.
Oh.
To this level of the dungeon.
Holy shit.
In blood. And it shows portions where the party has not yet found.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a map. I will tell you what the rest of the dungeon looks like. I'll give it to you. Why not?
Look at that.
You just want to send it to me?
I'm just going to tell you because there's literally one room left.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of bad.
Oh, man. Well, it's a natural 1. It should be a bad roll.
Oh, good. Okay, so who else is up near a body? So, Alexander, you're cutting up that body. You want to loot that one?
Yeah, I got a 3.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. There seems to be a small vial in his belt, like a little like a vial, basically, with a light blue liquid in it. It smells faintly of mint, if you were to smell it.
Mint?
Yep. There's also 2 empty vials.
Uh-huh.
And also in the satchel, there are some dried herbs and other ingredients.
Smell his breath. It may be a scope.
I do not smell a dead man's breath.
Okay. Yeah, so you have 1 vial full with light blue colored liquid that smells of mint. 2 empty vials. If you were to smell them, do you want to smell them?
Yeah, I smell them, sure.
1 smells of sulfur. The other one doesn't have any smell. And then there are some various dried herbs.
Huh.
It's like in a satchel. So you can say satchel with those things.
Yeah.
I'm just going to make 4 rolls because it'll be more fun because there's 4 of you, right? So
green.
Green?
Minty green. Or no, it was blue, wasn't it?
It's light blue in color. It smells of mint.
Yeah, and if you don't want the herbs, Adrian, if she sees them, she would want them for her garden.
I mean, are they herbs?
They're like dried herbs.
Yeah, I don't think you can
might be able to
plant.
get seeds from them.
Do what?
You might be able to get some seeds from them and try to plant it. Why not?
Okay. Herbs.
Since there's only 3 bodies, but there's 4 of you, we'll say 1 body had extra stuff. So, Tony, go ahead and roll.
Yeah, Adrian's seeing those herbs. She's going to dig in that body thinking there's probably some more. Maybe he's 17.
17. Reach in the pouch and there's a snake. Save versus. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be terrible. Oh, interesting. So it's kind of in his boot, and you kind of pull it out. There's a rod about, maybe like a foot or so long, but you realize that it's telescoping down to about 5 feet. So you can pull it out, and it is very thin, made of metal. But what's mostly interesting about it is that there's a small mirror on the end of it at an angle.
Okay.
Yeah, Lily says, you want the herbs, I'll trade you.
Yeah, she would trade you.
Nice.
She wouldn't have any use for that rod.
Yeah, you can imagine almost like a dentist mirror. Like it's bent to the side and it's on a rod. But it's like a long dentist mirror.
I mean,
Cool.
I immediately know what that's for. Peeking around corners.
Yeah, or inside somebody's mouth. It's far away. Crystal. Roll a d20 for me.
5 feet away.
Okay.
Mouth.
19.
19. Oh. So this has a bit of almost like a backpack on, like a light backpack. And in it, you kind of dump it out. It's got some caltropes, and it has some various little like thin wire, a couple snares, and a kind of a miniature bear trap, like a jaw trap.
What was the first thing you said he had?
Caltropes.
Okay.
Caltropes?
Okay.
I thought they're caltrops.
Well, whatever. It's the same. Things you step on that hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D4s.
All right. We're gonna put this treasure in a list in the thing letter, right?
I'm just telling you. I'm not keeping track of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know. You're lost because I don't remember.
I'm trying to get to where I can write it down.
Or tropes, if you want to say it correctly. Trip wires, snares, and a jaw trap.
It's a trapper's pack.
Yeah, in a back.
And bear trap. And that was all in the leather sack, right?
Yep, a little backpack. Here, I'll do this.
Okay, cool. All right, I got it.
Cute.
Okay. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, you guys are heading back. Who wants to roll the last wandering monster roll as you trundle along in your cart?
Make the person who's not there roll it.
Yeah, go ahead, Christina.
Alrighty. That is a 4.
Okay. Yeah, you trudge along up the trail, and you get to the bottom of the where your trail is, and you do not encounter any hostiles.
Yeah, Samantha rides up, and then she says, "Whoa, there's a dead smoke tar." And then Lily like waves at her. She's like, "Oh, there's a not dead Lily."
I mean, this trail to the side of the mountain is not gonna. You're not gonna be able to bring a cart up there, so you'll have to carry the treasure down the side of the mountain, but it should be easy enough.
Yeah.
When they meet up, Liz is going to say to Samantha, I need your map of this area. I'm going to set up some traps, and we need to mark on your map where they're going to be. Because if these guys found this cave, someone else could find it. I'm not going to take any chances.
Samantha says, "Yeah, sure. That seems reasonable."
Which character found the map on the motor? Was that Lily?
Definitely wasn't Lily. I think it was.
No, that was me.
Donnell found it.
Yeah.
Oh, Donnell. Adrian, if you show it to her, she sees you looking at it. She's going to suggest that while we're here and observing the map that Lily and Samantha have been drawing, whatever, suggests that we go back and finish this one room.
You mean right now?
Exactly.
How deep into the place is it?
It is down the corridor you didn't go.
Yeah. So we turn south.
That's right. So basically, in that room, there's that southern exit hallway. It only goes about 10 feet, and then it opens up into a 20-foot square room.
So the place that we have to go anyways?
You're entering in through the north wall, of course, and it is the most eastern square of the 20-foot square. Also, what's noted there, it's hard to. It looks like there's stairs, like a hallway with stairs going to the west. Stairs going down. However, there is kind of an unclear, like there's an X basically, so it's kind of signifying that you can't get past it but it doesn't say why.
I mean, the room that we didn't go into, that we have to go into next, is the only room that we haven't been in.
Yeah, and then there's stairs. That's as far as they got because they can't get past whatever is there.
Oh, so we didn't actually learn anything new.
No, we just know the exact size of the room that we haven't been in yet.
You've learned there's only one room left.
Yeah. And we know the dimensions.
Yeah.
And we know that it's a dead end, but it's not going to be a dead end because then how would we get to the dungeon that Daniel keeps complaining that we're not in yet?
Now, the other thing that you note from this map, that unless they somehow screwed up or whatever, comparing it to your map, there's no rooms that are on this map that are not on your map except for this room.
Ah.
In fact, there's a couple of rooms not on this map that are on your map.
Yeah, well, this one had a big giant robot man saying, "Halt, don't go any further." That's probably why whoever made this map hadn't gone any further. So there's that.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm definitely going to say let's not go back inside because we have to go there anyways. And let's take all this treasure home.
Yeah, I'm with them,
Yeah, that'll be fine.
and I'm gonna set up like how many traps could I make? Like 3 or 4?
I mean, you could certainly, you have a lot of tripwires, but what you want to do with them is up to you.
Okay, so I'm gonna first I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go down in the cave, and like where it starts to become man-made.
I'm just doing the artifacts.
I'm gonna set up a snare right there.
Thinking with her how we're gonna tank it.
Will that be okay?
Where are you gonna set it up?
Like like when you're like you go down into the cave area.
Yep.
And where like you're entering where it starts to become man-made.
Yep.
That's where I want to set up that snare.
Okay.
If I can.
Put a snare on the ground, and what's going to trigger it? How is it going to work?
Well, I have wire.
Right.
If I could run that wire up somehow and put like a counterweight on it, so if they trip it, they'll like go up.
Well, the ceiling's only 10 feet tall.
Oh.
I guess you could flip them upside down, but you'd have to somehow mount something in the ceiling to make them. You could put it on a tree or something outside.
I have iron
Right,
spikes.
okay.
Oh, okay.
And a hammer. Lily does. She's, even eager to help you murder unsuspecting people.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You can
So yeah, we could.
Probably the place where the ceiling is probably the highest is the bear cave. So if you want to make it so people can't walk past it, probably the most logical place to put it would be, or that would actually get them up in the air, would be inside that bear cave. And you
Okay.
like something
Yeah.
you want, sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna set that up like as if if they were trying to walk to that door, I want to set it up in that area so that maybe they'll trigger it.
Okay, and it'll just lift up in the air.
Yeah, basically. Maybe hold them there till we get back, or at least scare them enough to run off. And then the bear trap.
Yeah.
I want to put it inside the cave hall, right when you enter from the outside, where you get to the bend. I want to put it like right in that area because it should be pretty dark in that area.
Okay.
And I should just be able to open that up and set it right.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's
Okay.
even bear bedding you can throw on top of it.
Yeah. I mean, if it'll help it blend into the rocks or anything, I'll do anything I can to kind of blend it into the rocks there. By the way, I am telling Samantha to mark where these traps are at on her map, so we'll know how to get around them. Hopefully.
Yeah, and she's being diligent about that.
Okay, and then I would like to try and set something up at the entrance, but I'm not quite sure what to set up there. Is there any way I could just set up a dagger or something, or maybe like a log from outside, so at the end something like that, like it would fling the dagger at them? You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is a very simplistic thing, but say you take something where if they step on a shovel, it's the shovel has that dagger up at them, but it wouldn't be like a shovel, of course, but you get what I'm saying.
Yes.
Could I somehow make that?
I love the idea of the shovel swinging.
So just tie the dagger to the end of the shovel, and then and kind of cover it up with pebbles a little bit, and then they step on the end of that, and it'll fling up into their chest, or maybe their eye or something. Can I do that?
When you start describing that, Deagle looks at you and he goes, "You mean like this?" And he's actually got a small shovel if it will work. Actually,
yeah, if it's a small one, I mean, at the very least, it'll go into their knee. So yeah,
he just wants,
I like
he
that.
wants to make, he
even
wants to
more.
make sure that he gets it back when we come back.
Of course, yeah.
Oh my god.
So
Yeah,
I
he
like
actually
that
has
even-
he actually
even
has a
more.
shovel.
That is a wonderful,
Nice.
wonderful trap. Bravo. Okay, so you
And
all
I'm down one dagger.
So you've got this place all like rigged out with traps. Are you gonna leave the Motar bodies out there too, or what are you gonna do with those?
I say we leave them out there as a warning. In fact, you know what? How many bodies are there?
3.
Great. Okay. So 2 of them we'll just leave in the grass. I know someone did something to make it look really gruesome. So we'll leave that one in the grass. And, we'll leave a second one in the grass as well. But Elizabeth will chop off the head of the third guy and she will put it on a spit outside the cave.
God.
Deagle wants to go. He has a jar of purple paint, so he wants to paint their faces purple.
Yes.
I'm basically building another adventure now for a different group. Purple face painted heads on it, a shovel trap. Oh my god. All right, this is perfect. I will let you know how this works out. That is fantastic. Okay, so you've got this place all rigged up. I mean, that's going to take a while, so I am going to have you required to roll a wandering monster check.
Okay.
Lily's keeping a lookout.
I'll
if
do
that
it.
matters.
You get it all done. What was Lily doing? I'm sorry.
I was just saying she's keeping a lookout.
Okay. Yeah, you get all this stuff done. Night is starting to come. You've gone back and forth twice with this thing. So, do you want to head back tonight, or you want to camp here?
And Deagle also wants to take one of those apples that he has left over at Adrian bottom, and he's going to stuff that apple in the Mokhtar's mouth.
The purple face Mokhtar?
Yep, the purple face Mokhtar.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Liz loves you already.
And Samantha is doing her best not to cry about the inhumane treatment of corpses.
This is definitely getting very chaotic over here. So you've got this place all rigged up and kind of scary. What did you want to do now? Do you want to head back, or you want to stay here?
Yeah, I know. I would say we want to head back. I definitely don't want to camp out here, especially with those bandits maybe making their way over here soon. We'll just let them see their little buddies here, and let that be a warning to them.
Awesome.
But that way we're out of here. We're like fucking ghosts,
Okay. Yeah, and you load up all that treasure. You're kind of walking slowly down the side of the mountain, loading it up into your wagon. And let me see who gets to roll. Actually, Christina, roll a d6.
Ha! I do it all the times.
Another 5.
Okay. You load up the wagon, you start heading back, and you get back a little bit after dark, having not been molested at all, and having a wagon full of silver coins jingling all the way. Well done. Cool. So I think you're not going to go back tonight, I guess. So
No, I don't think so.
I guess you guys can explore the. It's just funny that you got a map of the dungeon when you only had one room left to go. That's just like classic. Okay, so we'll wrap up there. Let me close out, and we'll do a little like bookkeeping in Facebook and come back in 2 weeks and hopefully get into the dungeon. Thanks, guys.
Oh, we're ending now.
Next
It's later
time
than I
will
thought it
actually
was.
Probably be my last session.
Oh, all right.
No.
I didn't even
Got to go back to college. Well, and I play with a couple of groups down there, so like I can't play 3 D&D games and balance classes. So
your lack of
Not with that attitude.
I find
gotta
your
look from the graves.
I find your lack of dedication disheartening.
Can't believe you did it in college ahead of playing.
Well, it has been an absolute pleasure.
It has for me as well. I mean, I'll keep a lookout on that sheep group or whatever. If you guys ever do like one shots or something, I could join those probably.
Oh, we do one shot. I'm doing a one shot tomorrow.
Yeah, we do.
Well, that one's over. I think there's only one slot left though, and I had a guy asking me about it today.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll definitely keep you in mind.
I'll stop the broadcast now. We'll be talking for months. Thank you guys.